into the unknown, where the ghosts of the ancients still stand. I am bound by all I've done with 2 hands, cast out of my home to a faraway land. Oh, I cross the oceans, I go over the great divide. I'll find my way to you. I'll find my way to you. I see the stars come down and fire takes the sky. I'll find my way to you. I'll find my way to you.
Welcome back to the Jagged Ale. That's Sage. That's Colby. I'm Cody. That's Marcel. That's Sophie. That's Hannah. That's Dean. I think I pointed at everyone. Recap? Sure.
Done. And this is the season 1 finale. And we're going to go right into a recap because, yeah, why
Because
not?
I crushed the intro.
You did.
Yes.
So let's get right into the beginning of this story. As all of you started on different paths, some of you started as people being banished or knights on quests trying to find an ancient artifact. Others were hunting great beasts or looking for some fallen comrades. And some just wanted to steal a shiny stone. But all of your paths met as you fought this winged demon within the ruins of Harga. And as you slew the demon, your paths intertwined, and all of you decided to go to Fayvale. The old village of Fayvale had this great pit in the middle of it, and you came under a rainstorm, and some of the houses were swept down into the pit. You had a little confrontation with a mad druid named Earthra, who was the head of the town. And that confrontation led to some woes on your travels, as all of you decided that Fayvale was not suited for you to stay more than the night. Your travels led you to Crestbone. There, you learned about a magical artifact, the heart of Fallcrest. Fallcrest was the old name of Crestbone during the Blood Mist. And this armor was said to protect you against demons. Its magical energies were a great gift from the gods. And you've learned about this from 2 parties. One party was a group of tomb raiders who were hired by the Varshti family of Crestbone to go and acquire this armor. But you also made the same deal with the Varshti family and decided to work with the tomb raiders. As you explored the town and you decided to rest, the undead told you all to leave. A group of zombies rose, and as they moved through the village, they warned you all that this land was stolen and for all of you to leave. As morning came, Caldwin, you and your father went out to practice some fighting techniques. And as you did, you saw a strange old man killing cats and throwing them into the lake nearby. After confronting the man, he warned you of some creature that lurks within the waters below. You being disturbed by this, and to the warnings of your father, you returned to your companions. Meanwhile, Tristero, your character, was beset upon by fanatics of Raven and Worm. and attempted to kill you as you stood up for the three-eyed woman named Aladi. And Aladi is this old woman that has been around Fallcrest or Crestbone for many, many centuries, and no one knows really why. You all then packed up your things, prepared to adventure, and you made your way to the castle where it is said that the armor lies in Blissfall ruins. The castle gained its name from the local flower known as Bliss, which is this beautiful blue flower that sometimes on a full moon shimmers. The waterfall then lights up with this color, and thus the name Blissfall was given to the castle. You all fought through hordes of undead, saving the Tomb Raiders from certain doom, before you met with the lady of the castle, Astwin. Some of you, laughing at the name and still laughing at the name, had a hard time talking to her before Caldwin was able to make a deal with her. And through a lot of talk and diplomacy, you managed to convince her that you were here to help. She told you about the woes of her family, and when she realized that Aladi was her daughter, you all saw the past, the fatal moments when this village of Crestbone came under the power of the emissary of the deep, of this powerful being. And you learned that Aladi is actually a cursed 9-year-old girl who accidentally casted some sort of powerful spell, and it backfired on her, and the mishap transformed her. Learning this, you all tried to puzzle your way out of what to do next, and you decided to find the heart of Fallcrest. Delving into the catacombs below the castle, you then all found a bloodling, something from a bygone age where the blood mist still roamed across the Ravenland, guarding this tomb. There, the remains of Lord Varshti rose and attacked you. After a tough fight, you managed to slay him once more, letting him finally come to rest and take the armor. But Kelthane, it was upon inspection of the armor when you realized that the pearls that were inlaid in the armor were actually not pearls, but cosmic eyes that when closed looked like a milky white, but when open had a nebula within them. There were many of these laid within the armor. As you were all a little wounded from the battle with the Death Knight, you decided to go back to the courtyard of Blissfall when you noticed that the sun had turned red, the sky was crimson, and blood rain fell from the heavens. And rising out of the water, you saw the emissary of the deep.
Shia-Lu.
Wrong story.
Fuck.
This is more water than sand.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have pictured Lara Croft when you said Tomb Raiders earlier, right?
And I will post a picture just to...
Of Lara Croft. Something of your base, shut up.
There you go. This is what rose out of the water. This great creature with many tendrils coming off of its body and mouths all along its long worm-like stomach. Its face stretching in unnatural ways and its teeth carnivorous and jagged like thousands of daggers.
No.
Its body is pale, with its back scales a deep, dark obsidian. And you do see these cosmic eyes shoot out from its stomach. And it moves in a strange serpent-like way, slithering across the water and land. And as you do, you can hear the cries of the village below. A bell rings, and you actually see some ballista fire these big pieces of air, these big arrows fired at the creature just glance off of it before it roars and takes one of its tendrils, slashing across the battlements of the old wall that guards Crestbone, and it crumbles before the defenders. You all, however, are not being assaulted yet, as you are still at Blissfall Castle. You can see this creature. It is so tall, it hovers over the treetops as if it was smaller than a gnat to it. What do you do?
Brown my trousers.
I think we should go.
I have a question.
Yes.
The distance between the village and the castle,
Mm-hmm.
is it within catapult range?
I have an idea.
Calvin, get in the cup.
Catapult, it's not within catapult range because it's about like a quarter's day's journey.
Right.
A little less. It's the castle away from the village.
Right.
If lured into like the tree line, you could definitely hit it with catapults. A trebuchet, maybe a little further if you were to get it functioning.
And we have the ballista, right?
You do have multiple ballistas. The problem that you notice is that they're all outside of the castle at the moment.
If I start yelling hurtful things at the monster, will that make it go away?
You're a quarter of a day's travel away. I'm not sure if your voice will reach.
He's really,
Less than a quarter
but
of
it's
a day.
downhill. We could
but
ride
on the
it
map,
into
it's
that
like
wall.
a quarter's day's journey.
Another point of clarification. You mentioned an obsidian back.
Mhm.
Was that referencing the color, or was that referencing the actual makeup that it has like a glass-like?
It does have that dark volcanic glass-like appearance. Whether it's actual obsidian or if it's scales of
type
some sort,
material.
it's unknown. Unless you were able to get your hands on it or ask it nicely.
And the ballista deflected off of it.
It does seem to be deflecting off of it, but what you watch as the battle is going on, its eyes are scanning the entire battlefield as if it's looking for something. And a few of the ballista that hit it do hit some of the softer underbelly parts of the creature. And it does seem to scar before these strange worm-like things tether the wound back together.
So it has like
Great.
regenerative properties.
It could, or it has a surface regenerative, and it needs to have a deep enough wound to not be able to regen.
Or the weapons are just superficial wounds because they're not made of bronze and copper, like Garza's.
Or Skymen.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of stabbing.
As you guys are within parts of the keep or on the battlements of the castle, one thing you do notice is out of the tree line, you see a few horses that start rushing towards the castle, seeming to have escaped from the carnage below.
Are there people on the horses or just the animals themselves?
You do see one rider, and the rider is an older man, graying beard, and it seems he was wounded. And he rides to the castle, and he looks around, and he goes, Are the adventurers here?
Aye.
No.
We are here.
Your presence is requested by the Lord and Lady of Varshti.
You mean exactly where the beast is?
Well, obviously.
Yes, you are requested to fight it.
Yeah.
The pay better be good. We're a quarters of a day travel. The second we start marching, the city will already be destroyed. Where are the city's armies?
Scattered.
Armies.
We have no army.
No militia?
A good 30 men. 10 of them are dead.
Acceptable loss.
That city can't hold against an attack by a monster.
Why
But we
aren't
can
the
fortify
villagers
this
coming
castle.
here?
What if
They
precisely?
Yeah.
But we weren't going to send them to a death if the undead were still about.
Tristero, I will go and evacuate. I'll start bringing people this way.
You will go.
I will go.
I have 2 more horses with me. The other riders, they did not make it. Strange abominations move with the creature.
How strong are those horses? Do you think we could potentially tie them to a trebuchet and drag it?
I would not advise throwing our mounts like that.
No.
The
Have
horses
them
can't fly.
bring the trebuchet. Don't horse trebuchet.
Thank you, Emma.
No,
With all due
He
respect,
used
time
to
is
say
of the
that.
essence.
No,
we need to
So,
go.
trebuchets were usually built on the battlefield,
Ah.
and if you were to try and move it, you would require probably oxen, if anything. You need a lot of oxen because they're so heavy.
But the
You're fine,
roly-poly... Oh, what is that thing called?
The castle, I understand it overlooks the village. That's why we
Yes.
see from the castle.
If you guys can see on the castle, you may notice like there's these small little ridges. Those represent that you guys are actually on a higher elevation, that this is built into a cliff on the side of a mountain. That is why you see that gray part. That gray part that has multiple cliff faces is representing the mountain. That's why nothing can really scale up there because it's too steep. But what you guys are on is a sloping cliff that has many means of defenses, and Blissfall is built onto this as there's like a waterfall nearby that flows into Bloodwater.
Right.
Sage, Conrad gets on one of the horses and starts heading down
Okay,
because time is like of the essence.
so you get on the horse.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else getting on a horse? There's 2 other horses.
I have an idea. Caldwin, get on the horse as well. Go with Conrad to the city. Use your music to keep the people chill as they're retreating back to the castle.
Sure.
Kelton.
Yes, of course.
You and
Can
I will
can we?
prepare the defenses of the castle.
You repair the defenses of the castle.
You heading
Lady,
down?
Turn to the lady of the castle.
Yes.
Do we have permission to bring the people into your keep?
She nods and says, "They are still my people."
And I ask, was your husband a sorcerer?
Hmm.
And if so, I need access to his library.
He was no sorcerer, but the castle had many residents, and when it was in full use, there were sorcerers within our family.
May I access your books? There might be something in there that we haven't accessed yet that may help us yet.
The library may still be overwhelmed with the spiders below, but I can see about helping you with that.
Thank you.
Well, shouldn't we take care of the spiders then?
We don't have the time.
I need access to the library.
Okay. So Lady Varshti is going to bring you down into the library, you 2 on horseback, and you're preparing the defenses.
I will need the help of those 2 for this. This will be interesting.
Okay. So how about we start with
Spiders or weapons?
Tristero, Adranawada, and Awadadrana. You 3 are going to work together to build the defenses. But let me know how you're going to build the defenses. I will describe the castle to you, so you may plot out what you want to do. The castle has very strong and thick walls, and luckily, no severe breaches. A few stone parts have fallen, but the wall is intact, and the only place that is a little weak is the gate. The front gate has completely collapsed, and the portcullis, you are able to get underneath it due to it being rusted and slightly slanted and stuck within the earth. Within the castle, there are some storage departments, and you find a store of weaponry, right? So you actually can find arrows, spears, rusted swords, and rusted armor.
Is there any supply of copper or brass?
Not that you can find. Most of these items are made out of iron.
Before I head down, I didn't hear that narrative. I give one bit of advice. We don't have time to build a gate or reinforce the gate.
Agreed.
But we can use that to our advantage. The thing is intelligent, the emissary of the deep. Do a makeshift attempt. It will see it as a weak point. Turn that area into a trap.
We could put oil everywhere and light it up.
Agreed. Absolutely.
That's a good plan.
And tar.
As this is happening,
And feathers.
Tar and feathers, yes.
Yeah.
Mulgul is going to help you kill Thing, and he's going to go down to
Cool help with the spider.
the spiders down there. And in addition, you have Timbleton.
Perfect.
Timbleton, he is a sorcerer, and Timbleton goes, "I can accompany you down there as well."
Excellent. I could use an extra set of eyes. You know what I'm looking for.
Indeed, I do. Or will guide us. He
Lady-
points it to his strange-looking hat again,
I still
and
want
then
that.
I trust it.
the last
Timbleton rules.
the last Tomb Raider.
Normally, I don't trust sorcerers named Tim.
Especially in bad hands.
It's gonna be very busy.
Yes. Give me 1 second, guys.
Can we
There are some who know me
royal
as
treasure and take all the brass and copper?
So Aflina, the warrior, she says, I can make some tar, and we can use that for the defenses. I will stay and help you. I will stay on lookout once you guys have set everything up. Maybe I can help guide some of the survivors into the castle.
Kelthane, think about turning our weaknesses into a strength. And these are the things the demons will probe and look for our weaknesses, turn them into traps.
You do also have some undead warriors, and the undead warriors wait their lady's command. Lady Varshti goes, to the battlements. And they all nod, and for a second, they seem to come to life. Some of them grab their blades, other bows, and one loads a crossbow, and they shamble towards the walls.
Shouldn't we send them towards the monster?
No, not necessarily, but you certainly have them try to herd the creature if it can.
Timbleton goes, Kelthane, what do you plan to do?
Let's go to the library now. I'll trust the rest of you to do what we need to be done to prepare for this thing. You and I, let's go to see what we can find in the library that may assist us. Perhaps there's a spell. Ideally, a spell of banishment is what I hope to find. But anything may help us.
Banishing that creature, that will be quite a feat.
I know.
But he
And
has
quite
two
some
of them,
time for
so we should
preparation.
be good, Yeah.
Unless the creature moves exceptionally faster than it appears to, we have a quarter of a day. I say we make use of it.
Well,
I have a question.
might as well. Yes.
Milady, you have quite the extensive treasure room, and we have heard that brass and copper is, poison to critters like this. Can we raid your treasure for all brass and copper things so we can melt them down and tip arrows and things with it?
Quarter of day, you would need a master blacksmith in order to do that.
We
to,
have,
to melt it down and then reforge them into arrowheads.
Do you have any undead craftsmen?
The only one we know is Fungus, but he's in the city,
The village.
the village.
Yeah.
Well, we could get it all together for fungus.
Think
Focus.
differently.
Fungus.
Fungus?
the
Fungus?
fungus among us.
Lady Varshti goes, I have defended this castle before. Ditches we have more time for. There are more things out there than just the
Ditches, we
beast.
just will just throw the bodies in.
Ditches are one of the best ways to defend a castle. If they fall into it, put spikes,
Have
creatures,
you ever seen
whatever.
a snake climb a tree?
To be fair, she brings a good point with the large creature.
Shush! We don't talk about him anymore.
This is more in
No.
preparation of the smaller individuals that work
No,
with
no,
the
no.
creature.
It was slithering.
Just shush.
like a snake.
We're
and
going to
snakes
dig
can climb
holes.
trees.
Come dig holes.
Ditches, it's just going to go up, down, and over.
It's not for the great creature.
So
that
you're
great creature may
nervous.
go through the water, and she points to the lake nearby. But for the creatures that could overwhelm our defenses, ditches will slow them down.
So it's not by itself. I'm short. All I saw was the big.
It was the rider informed us that there were other creatures, the fiendish fish creatures from the depths.
Fiendish fish creatures.
Yes.
Start digging, woman.
My nails.
Okay. So, Kelthane, we're going to get back to you as we're going to cut to you two on horseback.
Okay.
You
She didn't
ride
say no.
through the trees into a full gallop. At times, you have to duck under these low branches, and you can hear the screams get louder and louder. Before finally, you break through the tree line, and you can see the village, and a lot of the villagers are fleeing. There's only a few militia with these people, and you actually see most of the refugees that you were working with earlier with you.
Okay.
You see Zwaben actually with his sword, and as an Ula lunges at him, he takes his sword and cuts open the stomach before driving it into its head. The creature falls to the ground, and Zwaben looks back and goes, Conrad!
As soon as we come into sight, I start yelling, "Evacuate! Evacuate to the castle now!"
Where's the castle?
That way.
That way! The castle! Over there!
right.
It's a castle! You can't miss it! It's huge!
I thought people would be able to see it like up the mountain.
They can, but the direction, due to where they are angled at the tree line, it's hard to see because they have to go through the forest. Zark, the dwarf, he knocks a arrow in his crossbow and fires, and you see another Ula take it in a chest. It slumps forward, and he goes, "Ah! That's another one!"
Okay, as we approach Coldwind, I need you to stay here, keep the people calm, and lead them out. I'm going to start leading people out of the city to this area.
On it!
Okay.
I say to the crowd, there's a crowd gathered here, yes?
Yeah.
Crowd! Everybody! Good people! Have no fear. The heroes have arrived. Follow me. Follow the sound of my voice. We're going to get up to the castle, and that ugly creature will be gone before nightfall. Or your money back.
Manipulation roll. And I'm going to give you a +2 because you are being heroic and trying to save these people, and they are panicking.
Sounds good. Just in time. I have done nothing on this virtual tabletop. The moment you ask me, it crashes.
That's Clanker.
So
Don't
give
take it
me
personally.
just a second.
Do you want me to pull it up for you? So
If you wouldn't mind,
absolutely.
I heard you speak and crash. I haven't touched a button on this thing.
I'm sorry.
You're doing so good.
We're doing great today, guys.
So good.
If it,
Downloading modules.
I don't know
What do you mean?
Clanker. She does what she wants.
Downloading world data.
So-
Oh, it's a big juicy crash.
Your manipulation. I have the wrong person.
I was going to say, it's
You were
terrible.
helping him,
It's
weren't you?
awful.
It is terrible. I was kind of like, what? So,
Your world
manipulation.
seems to take a while to load.
You're going to need 4 white dice and 3 red dice.
Aye, aye.
And you're going to add yourself another 2 red dice because of the +2.
So
5 red
5 red
dice.
dice.
I need you to do something called succeed.
Succeed.
All you need is a success.
So, all right. So 4 white dice, 5 red dice,
And that's it.
and no, I'm losing the loot of the Morning Star.
Oh, are you using the moot? The moot?
The loot of the Morning
Loot?
Star.
You're using the loot of the morning lily?
Yes.
The moot of Lucifer!
Yes, so you can get 2 gear dice. So
Which are
2
black.
dice.
Lucifer?
Oh, just good. It's starting to load up again. It's fantastic. Loading Blissfall runes. It'll be done tomorrow.
Okay, go ahead.
2 successes, 3 successes, 4 successes.
4 successes. All right. Not only were you able to convince these people you're here to help and guide them in an orderly fashion, you lower the panic. You have this bravado about you. And as you get them to follow you, they're moving quick. And that's when you hear Andrea go, "Where's Teresa? Teresa!"
Oh, I'm about to freak the fuck out.
So, as you ride Conrad, right? So you're taking the people
Yes.
back to the castle. Conrad, the Ula are hot on these people's trail, and these fish-like creatures are ripping apart all the people who were not able to get out. And you see these burning buildings, and you actually see the lion's den is also being attacked by these Ula creatures. This creature now, you look at the emissary of the deep, and its shadow casts across the entire village. It blocks out the sun, and you weave your horse through it. In order to control your horse and its fear, I need an animal handling roll, please.
Oh, yeah, guess what? I don't have. Yeah, we're going to do so good.
You have 2 dice,
Yep.
2 white dice.
Are these white?
No, they're red.
Oh, sick. I love it when I'm wrong.
No successes, no bans.
Would you like to push?
Yeah.
All right.
Teresa, dude. Conrad will kill for that child.
No successes, no bans.
Okay.
All right.
So here's what happens.
You
Your
explode.
horse freezes. You're fighting with the horse. It doesn't throw you off, but you're having a hard time maneuvering it through the fire. And as you're looking around, you actually watch as these Ula are tearing through the streets, killing cats as their master approaches. And then you hear a shout, a young girl shout, but your horse refuses to follow your commands.
I kick it at Ula. I jump off the horse and I kind of like kick it toward the Ula and I run toward the
Okay, so you like you
Like
slam
spank the
its rear end.
Yep.
Okay, so you jump off the horse, You hit the horse sprints, and as an Ula goes to like charge you, Conrad, it gets hit by the horse and it sprawls onto the ground. And then you hear Teresa shouting, "No, no, no."
Run right toward it.
Okay. As you do, you see an Ula. Its fish-like eyes hungry, and its teeth have drool, and it has this slime across its humanoid fish-like body, and the scales are sickly green, and it just lures over Teresa, holding the kitten. What do you do?
I tackle it. Like, if it's like next to a wall, is she like cornered?
She is cornered.
So I like shoulder charge it into the wall and I stab the shit out of it.
Okay. So here's what I would like you to do. Conrad, you don't have charge. So you're going to have to use your fast action to get to the Ula.
That's fine.
And then I'm going to have you make a sword attack roll as you like shoulder charge into the Ula.
Okay.
So your long sword has 5 white dice. And because you're a sword fighter, 3 red dice and 2 black dice.
Okay. Can I spend willpower to get extra dice?
You could spend willpower to ignore its armor once you hit.
Okay.
So that's all you have right now.
5 white die. How many red die?
3.
3 red die, 2 black die.
Yeah.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Okay. I will have the Ula.
And I have the Ula kill your
And I'm going to have a picture come up for everyone to see.
Ooh la la. Oh, that quick movers fish love child.
I need to not have a repeat of the dead man walking thing where I failed completely helping a child.
3
2 successes, 1 bane.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay. So 2 successes, 1 bane. Do you wish to spend willpower points to ignore its armor?
Yeah.
Okay, you spend a point of willpower to ignore its armor. Conrad, exactly as you said, I'm going to roll a critical injury. This was a slash. Oh, so what happens is as you shoulder charge it and you slash your sword, you hit it in the thigh, it drops to the ground and screams, and you rolled how many successes?
2.
2. So you do 3 points of damage.
And its thigh is bleeding.
Okay. It does not die, and it rises, and it gives this hideous shriek, and this gurgle within its throat, and this seaweed-like hair stands on end. And
I like
what
that.
it's going to do... Oh... It flails its claws at you. Your sword deflects them. And at one point, you hear this awful sound as the claws scrape against the steel. And it goes to lunge at you, but it is your initiative.
All right. As I like block the claws, I come back and I do another like cross slash.
Okay.
This fucker needs to die. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. These are all the dice. Please roll good. I'd be happy. Don't you want to make me happy, universe?
2 successes and 2 banes.
Okay.
Man, that new die camera is really great. Now that me and Marcel, like as soon as the die rolled, me and Marcel probably in its way like.
Yeah, this looks pretty good to me.
It's like a perfect view, like the top of me and Marcel's head. That's what that camera was for.
So,
At least you're not
Cody,
Yeah.
do you wish to spend another point to
Yeah.
ignore armor? Okay. And this time what happens is as it lunges at you, you drive your blade forward, sticking into its abdomen. Its slickly green blood covers your blade. Before you draw it out, cut down through the shoulder, cutting through the collarbone, down into its lungs and heart, and it just goes,
Okay.
and it falls to the ground dead.
Very good.
Teresa is shaking.
I kneel down right in front of her. I say, I am here now, and I will not let you go. And I pick her up, and I start running.
Okay. And as you do, you turn the corner around one of the burning buildings, looking for anything to get you out quicker, to see if your horse is still around. And as you turn, you look up, and the emissary of the deep is looming over you. And as you hold her, she just holds out the kitten instinctively, and the creature shrieks. This abhorrent sound rings within your head, your ears, your body goes tense, and its tendrils start to flail everywhere, giving you just enough time to run.
Is it afraid of the kitten?
Wouldn't you be?
Yeah, I guess.
It is a ginger kitten.
Yeah, Conrad runs.
Okay.
Like, he's not about killing anything, not about anything other than getting this girl back to her sister.
Okay, and as you run, you see Andrea is holding a spear, and one of the Ula charges her. Let's see if she succeeds.
Don't look good.
She has no successes. She is going to push this.
And a bane.
Okay, here's what happens. Conrad, as you watch, she's not a trained fighter, and she braces with the spear. The Ula lunges at her, and it seems to actually bite into her throat for a second, and it looks like Andrea's dead. Before the spear impaled it, the Ula slumps over and she pushes the body off, but she's holding her neck as blood is trickling down. She took 2 points of damage from the attack, but she did succeed in killing the Ula.
Okay. Excellent. I mean, Conrad runs right up to her and picks her up if he has to.
Okay. She's like, I can stand. Let's go.
All right. Run! Everyone run!
As you guys run through the tree lines, this whooping, screeching, and hollering of Ula behind you chase you through the treetops. You can hear the scraping of bark and the cracking of branches beneath their feet as they chase with this unrelenting fury. Now we're going to cut to Kelthane. Kelthane. You follow the Lady Varshti down back into the catacombs.
Torch be lit.
The orange light cascades along the walls, and you can see the water droplets kind of illuminate. And she goes this way. Mulgul, the orc, goes, something smells rank down here.
We haven't washed in a while, Siddle.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So did he use a two-handed weapon and one-handed weapon?
So he uses a two-handed warhammer.
I say to him, why don't you, considering you have a warhammer, why don't you move up here with me?
Very well. Timbleton is looking around, and Timbleton has a dagger in case of close encounters. And
I hold the torch in my shield. The shield's on my arm.
Timbleton goes, it seems to get darker. The further we go in, your torch is not doing as much. Lady Varshti goes, there may be Mog about this creature.
Really?
Mulgul looks at you and goes, you're excited.
Well, aren't we all? It's kind of exciting times.
I'm upset I'm not there to be your foil.
Our blood friends still around?
I believe so.
Good. Well, I'm a little concerned about the darkness, if it is related to Mark. Being blind in this place without any means of seeing what might attack us.
Yes. 1 second, I apologize.
No problem.
My computer died and now I have a mouse pad, so I'm going to teleport you to where you get to. So,
Cool.
You are here, and I am going to add.
Come dig a hole. That scares me.
You have Mulgul with you. You have Timbleton in the back, and then the Lady Varshti with you as well, correct?
Yeah.
Colvin seems to be down here. I don't think he's supposed to be.
Okay. That's okay. So you come into part of the old catacombs, and you see these ancient tombs, like the medieval tombs of old, where they would have the likeliness of the knight or the lady kind of etched into the stone
Bas
lids.
relief type of.
Yes, and these are actually well preserved, and you can see that there's still some paint on these stones.
Oh, wow.
As just a quick glance, you notice that part of the funeral ceremonies were to paint the likeness of the nobles and individuals with beautiful colors, and you actually see some decayed flowers and cobwebs have claimed over the tombs. Lady Varshti looks at you and goes, "Whatever we do, do not disturb the tombs." Mulgo goes, "But the treasure!" And Templeton goes, "I would advise against it."
This is not ours to take.
"Well, I take whatever I damn well choose."
Consider the reward you'll gain if you save an entire city. Well, village.
Valid.
Good. Now that that's out of the way, which way to the library?
Continue to the west. There are fallen doors just up ahead, and in the faint torchlight, you actually can see the two fallen doors.
I will move forward.
Okay. And they will follow.
Move forward again.
As you come into this room, you actually see more of the catacombs, and this area is thick with massive spider webs. Humanoid creatures are caught and entangled with them, their bodies almost mummified due to their blood being drained, and some of them have rotten away to bone.
What do you say we tingle one of the webs and bring them to us?
Timbleton goes, "Well, it's narrow. Be hard for them to fit through. I could see the logic in that."
Looking up, are there any holes or caves? Trying to illuminate with my torch that I can see.
Not that you are aware of.
May I make some type of roll to be sure?
Yes, I will have you make a scouting roll, please.
Scouting roll coming up. 4 dice, not much.
But that's all you need is one success. So you don't see any holes in the distance, but what I am going to do is, because of your success, or you didn't see any holes in the ceiling, but because of the torchlight, your eyes adjust a little bit. And though it's a little darker out there, you do see that there seems to be a hole. A big hole. And you do see the library. The books are encased in this strange web, and this strange crimson life moves across it. It almost pulsates on the ground. But the books are relatively untouched, only encased in spider webs, and possibly some of them may lead into other parts of the castle.
I smirk and say, I think the spider has a taste for sorcerers. Look at the lure. Let's see. It might be more intelligent than I thought. I think this could even be a demonic spider. Let's see. Mughal, why don't you move off to the side here?
You want to ping exactly where you would like Mogul?
Yeah, you move right here.
Very
To see
well.
the blue. My lady, you move right here.
She nods and says, "Usually I'm the one who gives the orders,
Usually.
but in this case I'll let you handle it."
Excellent. Timbleton, take 2 steps back, please.
Gladly. Then he falls back.
Now, I'm going to take my torch. I'm going to burn one of the webs I think might connect to the network of webs.
Okay.
So the spider thing will know.
So here's what happens. You watch as the webs ignite. The flames trail along it, and the embers drift down like ash. And you see, crawling out from the tombs as the webs are disturbed, a horde of spiders. Ooh. But they get caught in the flames. So because of them being surprised by this, they're not able to move out of the flames because they were waiting in the coffins. I would like you to roll a potency 7 flame due to the amount of fire.
How would I do that, General?
So at the bottom of the chat, you should see D6s or like the cube. When you go into the chat, you should see a cube and you would just roll 7 D6s. It's also on the top of your character sheet as well.
I think I'll go with the top of my
If you go to roll,
Yeah. And 7 skill, 7 base.
this would be 7 skill dice. These spiders ignite into flames. And as this happens, you watch as it disperses in a panic. So rather than attacking you, they're panicking, and a lot of them die in the process. And then you hear a shrieking call from the cave, and like the tapping of mandibles before rising out in anger. We're going to have this disappear. It comes charging, crashing through the wall once more, and it shrieks and rears up on its hind legs and goes forward, and there's this strange blood mist around it.
Oh boy.
She's beautiful.
And when you look quickly, it seems it may have eaten a few of the bloodlings. And it may have mutated from it. That now some part of it is Mog. And Mulgo goes, "That's a big beastie."
Yep.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing they work for the
Alright.
to deal with the spiders.
So we'll have initiative.
So you have a dwarf, a sorcerer, and someone in between fighting a massive mutated spider.
Stop me if you've heard this joke before.
All right, Timbleton wins initiative.
Silence?
And Timbleton, he looks around and goes, "Should I cast a spell?"
If you're good at it, yes.
Or guide me. And he is going to cast a spell.
That's a good caveat for spellcasters, you know?
Good rule of thumb.
Okay. So
I cast
he
mend butt crack.
is going to cast Immolate.
That's a
Mother's
curse, not a mend.
And he's going to cast it at rank 2. So I have to see if he has a mishap. He overpowers it. So what happens is the flames from nearby will increase it by another 1.
Tim uses a fire spell?
Yes, he does.
Shocking.
And
No, burn it.
Tim takes the flames from the webs, and you watch as he uses his hands in like a motion martial artists will use and turns it into a cyclone. The flames build into this raging cyclone before he controls it back, and it engulfs the spider.
Nice.
And the spider makes almost a hissing noise. Whoops. And continues to press forward. Okay, that brings us to Lady Varshti. She unsheaths her blade, which screams with this unholy energy as she charges forward. Oh,
There's a Melanabanane have that same problem.
we'll see what she does. She's technically a monster. Crippling cold. So she stares into its eyes, and as its sword ignites into this eldritch flame, it tries to engulf the spider, dealing 1 point of damage and paralyzing the spider.
Whoa.
So it is paralyzed if it does not make. The attack works as a paralyzing poison with a potency 8. So let's see if it gets paralyzed, because we'll have to make an endurance roll. Wow, 4 successes.
On the potency of the...
Yeah, so the spider needs to roll 4 successes or is paralyzed.
Oh, this is an adult male. Does that mean it's a...
Spider rolled 3 successes.
Failed.
So it fails by 1. So for 1 round, it is paralyzed until it makes its save.
I would like to switch my initiative by fainting with Mughal.
Okay, so Mughal looks at you and rushes in. And you hear him go, "Beastie's gonna die tonight!"
So is it frozen or paralyzed?
Paralyzed.
So could... Oh, because it was frozen. It was actually frozen.
So he's getting a +2 modifier due to it being paralyzed because it can't move. Why did it open the dictionary? I don't need that.
spider.
Well, I do need that. But
I don't
He's a
forget
spider.
to swap me with Mughal.
Yep.
Turn on
And Mulgal has 2 successes.
with the Warhammer.
Yep. So he's doing 3 points of damage to it. He comes in, and as it's just kind of twitching, unable to do anything, he takes his warhammer and cracks one of the legs. There's a sickening moment where you watch as it inverts, and then the leg is actually trying to be reassembled by Mog, and these fleshy bulby things start to grow along it as it tries to mutate faster than the damage that is being done. So Mulgul has gone. Kelthing.
If I switch with Mulgul, it would be Astwin again.
Astwin's.
You have a twice on here.
Oh, that was a.
No,
that's an error.
Okay.
So it's your turn, Kelthing.
Be my action? Okay.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sky metal knife with the copper alloy and come out and I'm going to drive it into the spider.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll with a +2 modifier.
+2 modifier.
He's staring at you.
Have a success.
I'm a good boy.
Okay. Its armor.
Wow.
It has 2 successes and 3 dice.
Didn't get through.
So what happens is you try to drive upwards and you hit its thicker parts of the body, and there's actually some bones of these other unfortunate individuals that are strapped onto it with spider webs just because it was moving through the walls, and you hit the bone and were unable to pierce into the creature. The creature's paralyzed, needs to make an endurance roll of 4 successes or it can't get out. It still cannot get out.
Cool.
All right, that brings us to Tim. Tim steps forward, and he's going to use his dagger to strike at it since it is paralyzed. Tim has 2 successes, the creature's armor. No successes. Then it takes 2 more points of damage. Okay. That brings us to Astwin. Oh, it gives an unholy roar. And as it does this spear attack, the creature's wits is damaged by 3.
It's a spider. How much wits does it have?
Smart spider.
It's a smart spider. And it breaks its wits. So it's...
Ooh.
No, don't spawn a demon. Don't do that.
You spawn demon buttons.
Yeah, you know nothing.
I have
You know nothing.
Oh no,
It's
the
gonna
spider
suffer
has
nightmares.
nightmares. It's a spider.
These humans in my
There's spiders crawling all over me. Wait.
Yeah.
All right, and that
I'm in a
brings
beautiful open field.
to Mulgul.
Vacuum cleaner. Vacuum cleaner.
Mulgul's attack with the +2 modifier. So he's still paralyzed.
The beautiful open field.
Has 1 success against its armor. No, nothing. So it takes 2 more points of damage.
Does the spider need a sleep study now?
Do you think a spider's anxiety dreams are like its legs falling off?
All right,
Are those your
Kelvin,
anxiety
that brings
dreams?
us to you.
Yeah.
Right, same maneuver with the dagger.
Okay.
Trying to hope that the sky metal and the copper do something to any regenerative powers it might have.
Gotcha.
And I have the +2 modifier.
Yes, you do, because it is still paralyzed. You got 1 success for 2 points of damage.
I might push.
Okay. He's going to push. You get, so here's what happens. As you're going through it, the spider has this moment where some of its venom falls upon you and it burns your flesh. It's lucky that it didn't pierce your flesh, but it still stings. But you manage to fight your way through it to do 4 points of damage. Its armor, no successes, and with that, critical injury.
More nightmares.
You can either rupture its intestines, or
Spider intestines?
you can impale its thigh.
Do they
Didn't have
have
a thigh.
thighs?
Only 1 out of 8, though.
I am going to rupture its intestines.
Okay.
Wow, 8 thighs, the dream.
Drive up the sky metal knife and pull across to make the guts fall to
And it falls right onto the ground, and it squeals before it falls onto its back, and the legs curl in upon itself.
making sure I drive it between any set of its 8 eyes.
Okay. And as the guts fall into the ground, you get this moment where you actually can see that its stomach had this blood mist about it, as it was actually able to consume bloodlings and other demons.
I avenged you, I just say.
Okay. And it lies dead.
I think I know
And
the spider's name.
the library is now yours to
Yeah.
explore.
I'm going to clean my weapon before I sheath it,
Okay.
my cloak or whatever.
Yep. Timbleton goes, ugh. Ugh.
It is hard.
Yes.
But we have access to the books. Let's get to work. Mughal,
Yes.
stay watch.
Very well. Give me the torch.
Aye.
He has the torch.
I'll light another one unless there's lanterns, old lanterns that we can use.
There are in this room
Okay.
like some old lanterns.
If there's still enough fuel, I will light those. Any torch sconces that might have a torch that I can put it so we can illuminate the area.
The old oak bookshelves now come back to life. And as you pry away the webs, you can see a wealth of knowledge before you. And some of it is more historical accounts written by the scribes of the castle. But then there's a section that really piques your interest. For the section has Maha runes all throughout it.
Is it warded?
Timbleton's looking, sensing magic, and he goes, no, not warded.
Good. I'm looking for one, any of them that might be made of leathery skin.
Human interesting. As you're looking for that,
Azif.
you don't find anything of leathery skin within this. But what you do find is this old black book where all these other books are gilded. You could actually, if you peeled off the covers, you could make a fortune off of them.
Viking style.
Yes.
It's so
But
dry.
this
Bring
one
the torch closer
is
in person to
a
flame.
black slate on either side, and it has Maha runes through it.
I'm going to pick it up
Okay.
and peruse it.
As you're looking through it, it's a account of a sorcerer. His studies with demons, his studies with the effects of Maha runes inscribed upon demons. And you also realize that this account talks about something of demons from other worlds, not just Chermog.
Fascinating. Do I know who the author is?
This does not say.
I wonder if it's the unnameable sorcerer. Anything in here that I might be able to use against the emissary of the deep?
As you look through
Spells.
the black slated book, you do find that there is a way to make a very powerful banishing or binding spell. The binding spell does require a great sacrifice of some sort, but the banishing spell requires you to be in the right position under the stars to put it to a different dimension.
Okay, so looking at that, could I make some type of lore roll to know if the stars are right?
Yes, go ahead. Mars.
I asked him I asked him to also look at this and see what he thinks.
Okay.
And see what Timbleton.
Tim's going to help you, so you can get a plus 1 on the lore roll.
I'm really stuck on the spider nightmares.
Yeah.
Like I imagine he's like giving a public
Do you wish to
speech. This is
push?
a nightmare.
I think I have to.
Okay.
Honestly, this whole time.
Okay. So what happens is your allergies act up.
Oh no.
And you start sneezing. And Timbleton's like, I can't read while you are sneezing.
It's like it's hard to concentrate right now. We have a demon that is terrorizing a village, and this is very difficult in these circumstances.
Mogul comes over and goes,
Sinusitis.
my people have told many stories of the stars. I translate the Maha runes for me.
I begin to do so.
Okay, he will do a lore roll.
I
His
even show if there are any written passages that have also any illustrations.
Mogul has 2 successes.
Of course he
Nicely
does.
done.
Can Mogul read, or can you just not read these runes?
Mogul is very intelligent.
Mogul.
Yeah, stupid.
That was 5 wits roll.
So he starts and he goes, it's almost nightfall.
Oh, he is really
Stars.
smart.
Fall. From what you're describing, the stars would be in alignment. It would be under the constellation of Scarne.
Very good. Then this is our best bet. Anything else that we can see that might be useful?
You do find some other books on how to deal with certain types of demons. Nothing definitely related to the emissary of the deep.
Nothing that's going to be useful in the moment.
Not at the moment,
If I
but
live, then I'll come back.
there are some that do show recipes for poultices.
Ooh. I'll snag that for reference, see if we have any ingredients immediately.
Okay. You do find one that is supposed to heal bones that are broken in battle, gain turns of healing
About
potion.
something to fortify the mind for prolonged spellcasting.
There is also that. You would need the dung of an owl, the silk of a worm, and then the heart of a manticore.
Okay, not useful at the moment.
We're going manticore hunting.
So we're going to rush
that,
out
so-
with this unnameable book
Okay.
and proceed up to meet the others.
Okay. And now we're going to all transition to Blissfall. Yes, thank you, computer. All right. So, what will happen?
Let's see how Tristero wrangles the children.
Put that back. Put that back.
Due to the heroics of Conrad and Caldwin, you guys managed. Let me just move you.
I'm singing the song of how a village escaped a giant squid monster. Believe it or not, it's coming to me on the fly.
Is it called Squid Time?
It's called Squid
It's
Time.
called Squid Time.
No, Squid Game. So
Squid.
is that copyrighted?
It's copyrighted.
All right.
Meanwhile,
We're gonna get
in the
a suit.
treasure room,
Cody is pushing boundaries.
It's what I do, man. I push the envelope. It's the only way I know it's there.
Calamari activities.
Calamari activity.
Okay, so Caldwin, you're in the front leading the people.
Always am, really.
Uh-huh.
Trendsetter.
And Conrad,
Fucking launch a man out of a catapult, and now he thinks he's hot shit.
I am.
I think he's hot shit.
I am the hype.
all right, Conrad, you're in the back with Teresa and Andrea.
well, that's not that.
Okay,
Your turn, song.
so
I
Are
wrote
we
the
gonna
songs,
play
buddy.
that?
True.
So now we're going to cut to you guys were digging holes. And
No, we haven't even decided that yet
okay,
because
so
they
you
got to do
haven't-
something else.
Okay, so then we're going to cut back to you guys as these crazy events are happening. You guys were tasked with defending the castle. The undead are marching to the battlements, and most of them, they have some memory, and we string their bows, knock arrows, and they wait.
So before we continue, out of character, how many humans are in the courtyard?
Humans?
Humanoid. Like, are there?
Living,
Is there a
breathing
group that we can say, "Hey, I know we can't fix the door, but can you at least lean it to the left?" So it's.
It is just you three.
All right.
Ah, well,
You have to wait till Kelthane returns from the catacombs.
all right. To the treasure room. We need to get stuff.
You collect copper. I am going to start fixing the assault weapons and moving them more into a place of
You know, I was thinking.
assistance.
I was thinking we could also make some of Mother's unwanted guest soup.
Oh, not the oil tar.
The oil tar with a little bit of acid.
Adrana, your sister is correct. We will need some of that tar.
Yeah, but it tastes so
Well,
bad.
you're
It's
not supposed to taste it when you're cooking it. That's why you would, had problems.
Adrana, before you start fixing the siege weapons, give me the armor, please, from your bag.
Oh, you need to make a trade.
Your lives.
No,
How does that sound if we
no,
survive?
the bag doesn't accept that. I need something else.
It needs something else.
You don't understand. The bag cannot do this today. We.
The rain gets heavier. and the
Undead
clouds
people start digging.
We need something
Well, I
else.
love the. I
Yes.
love to hate the bag.
Is it a bag?
You can dig. We'll be back. Let's go.
No. Before you go, then, I take off my left glove
Oh.
and reveal a ring of raven.
Okay.
I bring the ring to the bag.
She has a thing for birds. She loves anything
When you
foul.
hold the ring, the raven is made of pure diamonds.
That's real.
Put it in the bag. Did you just chew it first?
I need the armor now, please.
You get it.
I will start digging ditches. You quickly repair the siege weapons. Then we'll come in, make some tar, and start fortifying the gate area.
I love his plan. We're going to go do the treasure room first.
Tristero,
No, I'm
you
not-
are wearing
go.
the armor.
I fix.
Yes.
Okay, then we need the barrels and we need to make some of Mom's soup.
You go. Do that. I
You
fix.
missed.
I'm better at fixing. But
I can't
we
hear
don't have time to fight. Go get the thing. You're good at that.
Fine.
Go.
Can you sing to me first? I'm not feeling well.
Get off your ass. Do the things. Hurry up.
Make a performance.
You sound just like Mom. I don't even know how to perform. Neither could Mother.
I can't perform under these conditions.
You have a success. So, if your wits or empathy is damaged,
Both are.
okay, you can choose to heal one of those for 1 point. You will get off your ass.
Sing me another.
I don't have time. Go do the things.
I'm going to go and start like trying to move like ballista in a way where it'd be like aiming toward where the creature would be coming, and I'll start repairing them.
Okay.
I grab a wheelbarrow or something that looks like a wheelbarrow, and I go dragging it down the hallway.
Okay.
And I'm singing to myself, hoping I can heal my feelings.
You can't sing to yourself and feel better.
I can
in this
too.
game.
That's an absolute lie in real life.
Have you heard yourself sing?
Absolutely. It's my gift to the world.
Oh, it's funny. It never restores your wits, though.
Which is why I fixed that.
So,
fast.
Marcel, the Heart of Falcrest has been added to your character sheet.
Did you almost say the heart of Farcrest?
He did.
Lady Astwing in the
look at
heart
it.
of fire.
Such an
Written by Monty Python. But
I love this.
I'm gonna hold on to my suit chain.
yes,
I have
Do you think their daughter's name will
the
be
effects,
Windy?
description, drawback are all on the armor.
brilliant.
Flatulence, yeah. Yes, that
So-
would be good.
As you are moving the barrels quickly and you're putting on your armor, correct?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna start working on the ditches.
Okay, so you're going to start digging
Wouldn't you
ditches.
do ditches and then armor?
No, I want the armor on now in case something happens.
Let's time to take your pants off.
Okay, so how do you guys set up the defenses?
Well,
I come back with more than is necessary and some gold items I can't explain.
Okay.
And I will give me the sledge thingy, the hammer. It's in the bag.
I'm fixing things.
Yes, but I need to smash
Go to the
things.
armory.
Give me the thing for smashing things because we have to put it in
That
the
costs
suit.
willpower that I'm not willing to give you.
So I'm going to. I am doing. Can I drag the ballista? Like, are they on wheels?
The ballista you could drag. It's going to require a might roll. They're not on wheels.
Wow, wheels. Who built
Nope.
these things?
It's bad engineer.
All right.
How about a catapult? Can we fill it with shrapnel and oil?
The catapult's outside the wall, so you'll have to figure out a way to get it inside the wall.
All right, I'll go see if I can push it.
Undead don't get tired.
No, but they can get smashed and burned.
All right. So where are the ballista and like?
Yeah, because I thought there were some in here.
can these undead speak other than the lady of the castle? Can they say much? Are they chatty?
Not too much,
Nah.
but you haven't talked to them yet.
Undead, help me push this thing.
All of them turn and look at you
Hi, come on,
and slowly nod.
this faster.
Okay, so I need you to make a might roll.
No rest for the dead.
The
apparently.
undead do not give you a -3 penalty because they're helping.
Might. So I
Yep,
just
so
hit the
straight
might.
might roll, please.
More like the fun dead.
Unfortunately, they will be taking their union break in about 30 minutes.
I will.
They just took their union break because she rolled a bang, so so the undead, what's happening is the rain is making it muddy and you're unable to get a good grip on the catapult and it's too heavy to push.
All right, fine. We're gonna have to put some out here. We're gonna rig it with a string or something.
All right, where I don't know where all the ballista are. I know there's one outside, and I don't know where the others are.
Yeah, I thought there were
That
a
is
couple
the
inside.
one outside.
Oh, there's just one.
There's
Yes.
just that one.
This
Oh, I
is a
thought we-
terribly defense castle.
Yeah, idiots.
The ballista siege machines were outside of the castle, or if they were in the castle, they weren't usually on the walls. Trebuchets and catapults were rarely used during sieges
It looks
on the defender's side.
It looks like the ballista's on the path. Would it be easier for me to drag that in? Just no mud on stone path.
You have to.
I would say if you have the undead help you, you can get a +1 modifier
All right, I'm
because
gonna
it's
do
not
that.
as heavy as a catapult.
I'm gonna try that.
Adriana! I hurt myself.
Oh my god.
All right.
No.
Try again.
No, I'm not pushing. I'm not risking my
Okay.
strength.
Yeah, these are stuck in deep.
All right, so we don't have the siege machines.
All right, plan B then.
Well,
Take-
Oh,
you have
knight
to join.
in
You
shining
could try to move it.
things. Come
nope,
help.
nope. We gotta dig the ditches, and here's the fallback plan. Take the palisades that are within the courtyard and shove them at the front of the gate.
Okay, can you? I don't know. You need to help us push this.
I'm trying to tell you, we do not have time at the moment. The plan is not working. I'm exhausted too. I only have 3 strength. I can't really do these activities either. I can't push myself either.
Well, how about you heal me and I heal you?
No metagame explanation.
Dig.
I was just explaining the side thing so I can help her out too with
I
the
don't
plan.
want to
Because if
do
she
it.
has power, she might be able to help us out, but I'm not sure.
I'm gonna start digging.
What do you mean I'm going to make a light roll?
Should we dig in like similar places?
I'm starting to dig here.
Where are you digging?
Okay, so I'm
But
gonna.
that's not outside the gate.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, she is outside the gate.
She's up-
Where are you? What are you doing?
Okay, so
Why did we keep
you're
you from this
digging a
part of the
ditch
mission?
here.
All right, I'll dig on the other side.
Okay, so you're digging a ditch right here. Okay, So,
I'm digging a
if
ditch
you
and I'm
succeed-
gonna start putting.
if you succeed on a might roll, I will say you'll have enough
My
time.
character's slowly
Enough
getting
time to
there.
try and get a siege machine in again. If you fail on the might roll, all you can do is dig the ditch.
All right.
All right, is that
Can I
both
get
of us?
the undead to help me dig?
You can try to dig another ditch, but
Can I get the undead to help me dig?
yes, you can. So you can get a +3 modifier.
Perfect.
So what are you rolling?
You
What's
have no
happening?
successes.
That's be
What did
deeply
you roll?
unsettling for the people coming to the castle.
What is happening here? I'm gonna push.
Okay.
What?
One success. That's all you needed. So, Adrana, what's happening is there as you're digging the ditch, somehow Awada does it on her own. You watch as Awada just starts digging a ditch on her own, and it seems that the soil she's using is a little easier. You're closer to the foundation of the castle.
Actually, she's
And-
shoveling it into
and
hers.
You actually
Stop it.
and as that's happening,
Simple. What's wrong with you?
you
Keep
find-
going.
you find a huge boulder, and that boulder you have to lift out of the ditch, and you were having struggles with
I
that.
wish my cousin Morda was here. Ugh.
I'll help you.
So Adrana. Okay, so Awada, where would you like your ditch?
I put myself here,
Okay,
so I would be going Disave.
So she's here.
okay.
And my
So-
sister's over there.
So
right?
you're drawing a ditch to the side of the castle wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Stop.
Where are you, Sophie? I thought that was you, but it's somebody else.
That's
It's
Caldwin.
I thought
That's me.
Caldwin was you.
Okay, so ditch right
I don't know
there.
where I went.
More like balls.
So as you guys finish the
You're still in
ditches,
the courtyard. You got to drag.
Adrana Awada and Awada Adrana,
Mhm.
you guys can make one more attempt to move a siege machine.
You said that so easily. That was one.
All right. So what do I use?
Huh?
Mike.
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 What?
All right. Before I do that, I take a moment. Can I try and heal my strength?
You can, but you would add a -2 penalty because you're trying to heal yourself.
That's fine. Where is healing?
Off Lena is here with
-2.
What is
Hold
she
on.
doing?
you. She's been,
Just sitting there. She's
She's
useless.
been making the tar.
she's been making tar and
Okay.
arrows, and she's finished. And she sees some of you are wounded, so she's going to actually try to apply medical treatment to you.
Okay. I'll wait then and let her do that. Help me so I can help others.
Okay, off Lena.
I'm going to.
Oh, there you are. You're flying by.
Yeah. Took a while to get there.
Right. So you're doing the opposite side, correct?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, give me 1 second. All right, so Tristero,
Mm-hmm.
you are hurt.
Yes.
She is going to try and heal you. She has found some bandages within the castle. Stop giving me the dictionary. I don't want to learn how to spell. Thank you.
P-E-L.
Yeah, it's got to happen sometime, but now's not the time.
Uh,
Spelling is full
Our
of
group is
So-
struggling.
she's going to push,
Lena,
and she got 1 success, so you can heal your strength by 1.
take that.
And you can see her. She's practicing breathing, trying to keep her focus, but she's losing her focus a little bit. Who else is wounded? Strength or agility?
Strength and empathy.
Strength is down. She will try to heal you using bandages. Keeps opening the dictionary. Okay, and she didn't get anything. She will try to push. Nothing. She's looking at your wound. It's like bandages won't help you. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna get some dirt.
This is like not going great.
And
Yeah, our group is struggling.
Get it out of the way now.
What is happening here? What? You hurting yourself to heal yourself? What are you doing? What are you?
I see what she's doing.
I-
it's a risky move, but I see
Okay.
exactly what she's doing.
So-
I know exactly.
so you're
I don't care what you think. I feel better now.
I'm putting you in the catapult.
all right. So now I'll need a might roll. Are you trying to pull the catapult or the ballista? You may choose one.
Catapult?
Catapult. That way we can put
Ballista.
soup
More
in
accurate.
it.
I would say the ballista. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do the ballista.
No, the catapult so we can fill it with mom's soup.
Okay, I'm just gonna have the undead help me.
Okay.
Would that be the
I'm just
first
gonna
one?
have the zombie
Straight roll.
help.
Straight roll.
A lot is fired.
No successes. Do you wish to?
Will you come and help me?
Have you heard complaints from an undead worker?
You have one success.
Ooh.
What happens is as you're pushing, your sister keeps bothering you, and you go to retort, and the catapult falls on your foot. And one of the undead goes, "Ugh," and then lifts it off of you. But you manage to get the catapult behind the castle walls.
I'll fix you in a minute.
Ballista.
Ballista.
Ballista behind.
I'm going
Are
for
you
the
bringing the
catapult.
ballista up onto one of the towers?
I mean, if I can, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so the ballista I'm going to mark with a
How big are these?
circle.
I'm very fascinated how she's doing
And
this now.
I have a horde of
Hold
undead
strength.
helping me.
so the ballista is here as
They're
that
big.
You have to
circle.
dismantle the pieces, the large pieces. And
Oh, I see. Put it back. Put it together.
assemble.
Yep.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm getting the
So
catapult.
as you finish reassembling, you guys then hear
Wait,
the music of what? What? 3 successive? What? You roll what?
She's constantly trying
I feel
to
like
get
I'm
the
being
catapult.
outdone, so I shoved the catapult into the
I thought we could only pick one.
She rolled
Yeah.
3 successes on 3 dice. So I don't know what you do.
All right.
Describe how you move this catapult by yourself.
Well, I'm
Leverage.
really in a mood now because my empathy is so low. So I'm like, and I just grab the undead and follow my sister in, and I push it into the lobby. And I'm like, well, if you're not going to make the soup, I'm going to make the soup.
All right.
And we're going to burn people that way.
As you ride out of the tree line, you see the catapult being pushed by a halfling as the undead just kind of watch as she angrily pushes it all by herself.
There's no hope here, lads. Let's keep walking.
You guys then hear Conrad, you're running, and behind you, the shrieking gets louder.
Yeah.
Zola coming!
What?
That peaked the audio?
Did the person Athlina, did she get the tar in the pits we made? Or did she just make tar and hold it?
She followed you where you want the tar, but she's also put it on arrows
Okay,
in case you want to.
Roll
light
the
it.
barrels
I just
out.
wanted to make sure that our pits had some kind of flammable
Okay.
item in it.
So
Alright,
as the
So
refugees,
I would be rolling barrels of this stuff into the pits.
okay, as the refugees and other people flee in, you then see
Get out of my way! Get out of
the
my way!
current lady and Lord Varshti coming towards the gate, running for their lives.
Hello.
As this is happening, you come back up from the catapult cones with your books.
Fifth column.
the keyboard.
They have fifth column.
Maybe it'll work better.
Kelvin, should I shoot the fish spoon woman?
Oh, I love this plan.
Arrest them. Put them in a cell and put them under heavy guard.
Okay.
Which one's the heavy
You
guard?
notice Telthing looks very, very... That one. Mughal.
Oh, he's
He's
very
the heavy
large.
guard.
Logo smiles.
He looks very worn, frazzled, deep bags under his eyes. Doesn't look himself. He looks unusually in disarray.
Do you need a pep talk? I'm good at pep talks.
Yeah, yes, Cauldron.
Yes.
An uplifting song, please. Something to steady my mind.
Of course,
Race
this is
guys
the
are gonna
tale
clear
of the heroes who pushed back the monsters at the gates, and there was glory and peace for 1,000,000 centuries.
And as you start to
Give me
play,
something about a woman instead.
She was a
Something-
bonny lass who
I give you-
didn't know how
very
to
well.
say no.
the tale
Not a good song.
The tale
Not a good
was
of the beautiful
didn't know how
the
to say
innkeeper's
no.
daughter.
I'm not an innkeeper's daughter.
as you start to play, purple lightning streaks across the sky.
Oh, it's gonna be purple
Thunder
rain.
booms, and a foul voice echoes within your head, and it simply says,
Shut up.
"The void has awakened." Play your song.
She was a bonny lass who didn't know how to say no.
Now that this thing is working again, go to talent. Nope. How do I do this again? I go.
And crash.
Yeah, right. Performance. Loot of the Morning Lily.
Yep.
I've got 2. Do I hit the one that says 2 or the one that says 1d8?
You're gonna hit both if it's a performance roll.
Whatever Klenka lets you do.
Okay.
It is.
Garbage.
Goodness.
You know,
How
when you're
can you
playing a
claim to
string
be better
instrument,
than
you
me?
just strum
Keep
it,
string.
right? It's
Twang.
yeah.
Your banes aren't your empathy. 2 of them.
You
Are you
shortchange
pushing?
yourself 2 dice, my friend.
I shortchanged myself 2 dice.
Yes, you didn't get the gear dice.
Oh, reroll.
Should I just add the 2 gear dice? Should I reroll that whole thing? Or just
Yeah, reroll it.
Oh, I'll take it. Mercy.
Clanker made you not have all your dice.
And this is what you roll all banes.
Let's go.
Anything
That's
possible.
Riz.
Ah,
Much better.
There we go.
Missing 2 dice, got 2
that was a small dice pool. So,
That
as
helps.
as you play your instrument, the voice in your head, you drown out and you play this uplifting tune. Anyone that has wits or empathy damage may heal by 2.
Oh, good.
Do that.
Okay. And Conrad, as you're running for your life and you shout, "They're coming," right on cue, you see the Ula's yellow, pale eyes hit the darkness of the tree line. They kind of illuminate it, kind of like cat eyes in the dark. And soon the sun fades behind the horizon and darkness overtakes and the stars slowly come out,
Shoot him between the
just
eyes.
bright enough to be seen.
I do tell Ashtwin that the former lord, these false lord and lady, are demons. And they need to be apprehended.
And when you say that, and it's like, "They are my husband's murderers."
Well, didn't kill them.
Then by all means, apprehend them.
And we'll get to that in a second. The Ula give a shriek, and rushing out of the tree line, a horde of them start to chase you, Conrad, and chase down towards the castle.
Legs pump harder. I'm carrying Teresa, holding Andrea's hand. How is she doing?
Teresa's screaming at the top of her lungs, and the cat is like nuzzled in close to her. And they're chasing you right now because it seems like they're trying to get the cat. Okay. The water nearby begins to ripple. You don't know where the emissary of the deep is. In all the chaos, your focus has been on defenses, books, or getting the survivors to safety. But the water's turning a darker crimson, and something deep starts to rise out of it. What was your question?
Before we continue, we were rolling out the barrels. I don't know if you allow this or not, but the intent of the brass and the copper pieces, she was smashing them up and putting them in the tar and the oil, so they're like shrapnel bombs. And I just wanted to make a note of that.
Okay.
And so I don't know how many barrels I was able to get to do that with, but that was what the intent of going into the treasure hoard was for, to
Okay.
smash up things and make shrapnel. Kind
Okay.
of like what pirates would do with cannons.
Yep.
Yeah, grape shot.
Yeah,
Like
making
my
grape shops.
catapults, forks, and spoons.
Or
So-
broken teeth.
So,
Caldwin.
Huh?
yeah, you could throw Caldwin.
It
Just
only works once.
how far ahead? So I'm imagining Conrad is the last of this, like Teresa.
So
and
you've been on foot and you're carrying 2 people. You are in this game turns like 20 feet ahead of one of the Ula.
Okay.
Not too far ahead. And they're catching up. And here's the thing. You're carrying Teresa,
Who's carrying the cat?
who's carrying the cat carrying the mouse, and the mouse is carrying the roach, and the roach is carrying the dust mite. But you have to leap over one of the ditches that have just been dug. Or you fall into it.
Mm-hmm.
So make a might roll, please.
Okay.
Sage, I have a grappling hook. I'm gonna throw down a line to him in case he needs it, attaching it to
Okay.
the battlement.
So what I'm going to rule is that is considered help. So you're going to get a +1 die to this.
Okay.
So
Is this might for him?
this is going to be a might roll with a additional die. So he's going to get 1 more red die. Marcel.
Can I also help by making my instrument make cat noises?
Hang on.
Like play it back.
What type of instrument do you have?
I have like a lute, so I can like, but I do it in a way that it sounds like a cat yodeling.
That's your pull to confuse the Ula.
Mm-hmm.
I would allow a performance roll with a -2.
All right, let's
And if
see.
you succeed, the Ula will be stunned. So it gives Conrad a little extra time in case he fails. So we'll start with the performance roll, which you succeed. The Ula have this moment where they're looking around as they hear another cat sound, and they actually foam at the mouth, and there's seaweed-like hair. It starts changing some different colors, and you pushed it. Okay, so the Ula are really confused, and they start like barking to each other to get more Ula onto the site.
So I intentionally put myself, I guess I would move her here so the stone walls work as an echo.
Okay, so basically you have put yourself outside the castle walls. You're in between the gatehouse.
All right, then I would put her here because I'm assuming there's an archway, like, and it's stone.
So this is like, these are two of the gatehouse towers.
Okay.
So castles would have a gatehouse.
Right.
You would have the main gate and then usually a portcullis, so depending on the castle. And so like that pathway, that gravelly pathway is the lower part of the gatehouse. You are now on the top of the gatehouse, the
All
wall.
right.
I'm here because I'm helping.
Then I'm trying not to be on the wall. I'm trying to be underneath it. So I'll put her here, but she's in the arc, so it
the arc of
amplifies
the
the
doorway?
sound. Yes, that's
All
what
right.
I'm visualizing.
Cody,
Thank you.
are you ready?
Yeah, and so as we approach the line, Andrea, I look at her and I tell her to hold on to me.
Okay.
And I put her arms around my neck and I grab for the line.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
I'm ready to hold.
All you have to do is roll one success.
Well,
It's not that hard.
Oh,
1 Bane, 2 Bane, and 2 successes.
All right.
And one die that jumped ship out of the box.
So
well, let me roll it. I'll see if I can get one more success. Who knows?
No.
2. So Cody, Conrad leaps onto the grappling hook, and now you need to make a might roll because you're pulling up 3 people. It's like that scene in The Lord of the Rings with Legolas is pulling up Gimli and Aragorn.
Yeah, but I'm no Orlando Bloom.
A few people
you're
alive.
prettier.
But you succeed nonetheless. And Conrad,
Ginger woman by her side.
you hoist Teresa up over the battlements of the wall, and then Andrea, then yourself, and you see the goblin is pulling you by herself, all 3 of you up.
I carry this bag everywhere. I'm beefy.
I'm huge and bulbous and freaky.
As Conrad pulls
He's saying
himself,
lovely things about you.
as Conrad pulls himself over the battlements, and I imagine like falls down next to Adrana, he just looks at you and says, "You are the mightiest of warriors."
And you are a good man. Now get up, we gotta go.
All right, so
Conrad cries a little.
as you manage a daring heroic rescue, Conrad, that was a pretty cool scene. Caldwin, as you return, your father comes to you and goes, "Are you all right?"
I'm in great shape.
Okay,
All things considered.
grab a boat.
Yes, sir.
And Lars says, "One swift movement with bows. Do not hold forever."
Yes.
And Lars
Aim like this, right?
puts it down and says, "Get serious."
Right.
In the catapult.
Right.
All right, the rest of you.
Sweeben!
Swaben goes, "You're still alive?"
Yes, I am.
You.
And I handed the chainmail. Put this on.
Swaben kind of looks at you. "Not the best time to change my armor.
Do it now.
They're outside the gate.
Take off your shirt.
We have a moment. I need heavy armor on the front lines. Put the armor on now.
Show us your boobs.
He strips down and starts putting on his armor. But Swaben will be out for the first round.
That's fine.
But maybe not.
I love peer pressure.
Conrad, with me.
Okay.
Conrad, you survived.
I know. I didn't get to say anything during the prep phase. Can we, for the sake of brevity, say I did move the palisade to the front
Yes,
of the gate?
that's easy. You didn't-
Okay, all right, sounds good.
So those like barricades, those wooden barricades, they're at the gate.
Perfect,
So
perfect.
they cannot rush through it without impaling themselves.
Could I also request that I attempt to just heal myself once and take the -2 and just see what happens? Because I was planning on doing
What
that.
about Alfina?
I was going to
she
do it
gave him-
beforehand, but
She gave him one
Oh.
Yeah.
with the bandages. She's not a great healer. She's more of an archer.
and that was all I really wanted to plan on doing. So take the -2 modifier.
Mm-hmm. And you rolled 2 successes.
Perfect.
Oh, wait, no.
Oh.
One of your negative dice came up as a 6 too. So what happens?
I'll push it.
You still failed. Why did it re-roll your negative die? That's weird. But
Yeah, that's.
that was weird.
It's all right.
Okay. So
That's all.
you're unable to heal yourself because what happens is as you think you have it and wrapping around the bandages, one of the people fleeing splashes in mud and it gets the bandages all wet.
Oh.
They're no longer good.
They're actually better now.
Lars comes over to you and goes, "Not today, Knight. Not today." And he's going to try and heal you. He has a success. He will heal you for 1.
Perfect. Agility, who needs that? I'll have my strength at full now.
I don't need to move out of the way. I'll just take it.
They'll come to me when they're ready to die.
All right. So, you may move your characters to position around the walls.
Where is the
Conrad.
catapult? Could you
Yes,
put a circle
Sarah.
for the catapult, please?
We're
I
making
can.
one stand.
I was
We're
thinking
going
it
to
would
make
be
happen.
around here.
We're going
Where would you
to
try
lure
to
them
put it?
into us so that we can shoot at them from the courtyard of the gate.
Maybe here.
That is our plan. We will buy time for.
So, I would
them
say
to
probably
storm in.
back here would be your best bet, as you need enough range to fire the
Brothers
catapult.
Where's
more.
back here?
Those ones.
Thank you. Sure, that's where I'll go.
Okay.
So she's making horrible cat noises until everybody seems to be getting in, and then she'll be like, "All right, I'm loading the soup and the accoutrements."
Okay, so you're by the catapult.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to go down the line. Adrana Wada, you just pulled people up, so you're up on the walls. Kelthing, you just came out. Where would you like to place your character?
So is it raining?
It is raining.
Okay. Is there some place where Templeton and I can go to prepare the spell?
There is.
We need
Depends.
some cover from the rain.
All right.
So
So you could go into the keep and try to get it, but you'll have to lure it inside the castle walls, or you can try to make a way to keep it outside.
I'd like to stay outside.
Do you want my
So we'll take our chances and we'll go to this tower here on the left, right up here.
Okay. So you're going up
Try
there.
our best to shelter the book from the weather
Okay.
so it doesn't get ruined.
All right.
I need Templeton with me too.
Yep, Templeton's coming with you. Lena, she is going to man the battlements over here, and she looks to you, Adrana, and nods and goes, "Tar arrows in that pot."
Where's the ballista, by the way? that we
The
pulled?
ballista is over here.
So how close is the big ugly?
Thank you. So it's being manned by
It's
an
coming.
undead.
I can't see it.
Not yet.
Ah.
He said the
Or
waters were getting crimson
No,
nearby.
I'm on the
though.
wall. I just hoisted up 3 people over the
And the river, I think.
Okay.
Overlooked.
Aladi, what she is going to do, she runs to her mother and goes, "I'm scared." And the Death Knight just places a hand upon her and goes, "Get inside the keep and watch from there." And Aladi nods. But her third eye is now wide open, and you notice that it has the same cosmic energy as the eyes on the armor. And she rushes in to the keep. Okay. Mulgul.
Guarding the Vashti.
He's not going to be part of the fight then. So as you guys are setting up, Mulgul grabs both the lady and the lord, and they go, "What is the meaning of this?" And Mulgul goes, "Orders are orders, and I don't like the smell of you anyways," and drags them down into the catacombs below.
Spoons don't lie.
Put them in a cell.
They lock it.
Absolutely.
Lock it.
Astra runs into the keep.
But he may be strong. He might not be smart.
Roderick looks around and goes, "What is happening? I'm a little confused."
Conrad ones up to Roderick. We are being invaded by demons.
Oh.
I need you to keep the kids safe. Can you do that for me?
Absolutely. I know a few good tales of the rabbit and the dead man. Good one.
Then Conrad joins Trinstero.
Okay.
Can Caldwin get moved up to the wall? I can't move him, and because the machine spirits of this laptop are not pleased with me.
I see.
What have you done to please them?
Well, nothing. I've sneezed on this thing. So
That's offering your life.
Do you want to go to the ballista?
yeah, put me at the ballista.
What could
Okay.
he be launched
As you-
out of?
As you go to the ballista, your father, Lars. He's going to help you with reloading the ballista.
Beautiful.
Where did he go? He ran away.
Coward!
Imagine you ride the ballista
Zark?
bolt right into his mouth.
Zark is going to man the walls with a crossbow.
Actually, Zark, I have a request for you.
No one gives me requests. And he goes to the walls.
Alright, fine.
Finding shit.
Okay.
This tactical shit's getting really old.
Ulrich, who is with you and help you found pants, goes, "This day we're not finding pants, friend, are we?
We're finding glory.
Glory! I will guard you as you load the ballista."
Thank you.
Henrik takes the walls and he joins you, Kelthane, as an archer, and he goes, "I'll cover you."
It would be needed, thank you.
Zwaben looks at you now with his armor, and he's like, "Where do you need me?"
You, me, and Sir Conrad. We hold the gate. The three of us will hold the line. If we need to, we fall back so the archers from above can fire down upon them within the courtyard.
All right, Mosley joins you at the front gate, and you see Shara, the old fisherwoman. She lines a bow, and she's going to go to the walls. And you have a minstrel who's going to go with the children.
And the computer I'm using just scanned for viruses, found 4, and took action on them. So I just got that pop up from the firewall saying your antivirus took action on 4 threats since your last summary. You ever think that's why this thing isn't working?
Sophie, what did you do?
I only dual school.
Where did you go?
Okay. So, are there any questions before I commence initiative?
Yes, let's get where's Conrad? There he is.
He's next to me.
All right, and
We should get the child and the sister out of here.
I just watched all the Ola doing that in the gritty over there.
All cities into the cube.
We still have Andrea and Teresa right next to him.
Yep, they can't move because that was their whole turn.
Okay, I'm guarding them.
Sage, could you set the Ola to just slowly spin for this whole combat encounter?
1 second.
That would really tickle me.
and with Conrad and Swaben next to me, I say to them right before everything starts, if you survive this, both of you, then you both may become knights again. And I put on my helmet and I prepare.
And that is when the Ula charge. And now I need to set the initiative. Because right now it's just Ula. Ula la la la.
Havana, ooh la la.
Why do you have that computer?
You want the virus one?
I'd love to write
You have one rotating Ula.
I know it's one
They call her Ula.
Sophie, you want to sing that parody about a fish woman that just consumes men in Cuba?
I don't know what song that you're originally referring to.
of my heart is in Havana.
I'm like eating fish from a
Eating
can.
men inside Havana.
There once was a woman who put
Something
in
about
some
his
more.
man.
Okay.
So, to make this easier, here's what I'm going to do in combat.
We're going to have 50 different people doing 50 different initiatives.
You have all the Ula facing one except for one who's
All at
contemplating the
once.
tree of woe down in the bottom there.
Whoa.
That's my favorite tree.
So,
Oh, beautiful.
here's what we're going to do. I know it's doing individual initiative. That's because it's fighting me right now.
I
And
smoke the tree.
what I'm going to do, the militia just act on the earliest turn of the militia. The Ula just act on the earliest turn. They have a group initiative, right? So whoever is nearby the militia or the Ula, they're getting attacked as a group. So we don't have 50 people all acting. And then the refugees act as one, like we did in the last battle. And then the emissary and you guys act on your own initiatives. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So let us begin the
Skeleton.
battle. What happened?
Skeletor.
Apparently we can draw initiative.
Okay, so in your luck, the militia all go first. So here's what happens.
Oh,
The militia are going to send a volley of arrows.
Oh, I thought.
I said knock and hold. Does knock mean draw? No, sir. Does bloody hold mean bloody drop? No, sir. Do you all plan to die here tonight? No, sir. Oh, that's very good to hear.
Okay. And their volley is ineffective. As the arrows shoot from the walls, you watch as some of the Ula get hit, but it doesn't pierce through the flesh. They push through and charge on. That brings us to the undead that have loaded their longbows and crossbows. And they go to fire. So. And their volley is successful with 2 points of damage. You watch as some of the Ula drop to the ground, and one of them rolls around holding an arrow in its stomach, and they continue to push forward, but this volley was more successful, bringing us to Adrana.
I look to Awana and I'm like, you go first, sister.
Thank you, darling. Oh! And she war cries.
So you faint your initiative?
Yes.
Okay. So.
And then she ends it with a meow.
You know, you can change it within that.
Yes, the problem I am having, I have a trackpad and there's 50.
Okay. We'll just know.
Because my group thing wasn't working for some reason.
Buy a mouse.
So
You right.
I'm going to give all of my willpower, all 5.
Gunter,
So everyone's going to have 5 extra dice.
Steal my symbols.
will you pass this down?
5 willpower. All right, so for this round,
I'll accept a certificate of survival for the mouse.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm guaranteed to survive this.
We can share this mousey too.
I
Okay.
don't use mouse.
so for this round, guys, you guys are going to have 5 points of willpower. That brings us to Timbleton. Timbleton starts reading off the Maha runes to you. So on your turn, if you're focusing on the ritual, you have to focus on the ritual for 4 rounds before you're able to cast it. If he's still up every round, you have a bonus, and you can do either a lore roll or you can do either a empathy roll, whichever is higher, to make these runes in the right order to match the constellation. Okay, so Timbleton's turn has gone. What?
So they all have +5.
Does this not have a universal port?
Using a Mac.
Yeah.
Whoops. You've lost connection to the server.
Is it on the other side?
Nope.
I think it might
That's
be
okay.
it's different.
It's a different mouse.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens is, Adrana, you have switch your initiatives with Awana. Timbleton is using the help action to make sure you're able to get the runes correctly.
And he has
Man.
+5 if it's a dice roll.
Okay. And that brings us to the Ula as a group. The Ula are going to charge forward. What is that?
I like how all the Ula images are the same. Then you have one that's tilted.
Yeah, so
slightly.
he's one that's
Trying to get up the wall.
He's
the
looking
one
at his
that got-
shoes.
He's got the shepherd tilt.
Okay.
The Ula trip
And-
on the way up here.
So the first thing they have to do is, because of the ditches, it's not moving. 1 second, I am having technical difficulties.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. This is.
Editor.
You know you're on the final battle and you're frustrating the DM. You think, is this a good idea?
Editor, leave this all in.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
So, as the Ula charge forward, what I would like,
It's for them not to do that.
they have to make a might roll, or else some of them fall into the ditches and I'll take some of them off the board. They fail. So the Ula are not paying attention, and as they charge forward and the arrows rain down upon them, a few of them fall into the ditches. I'm going to roll a d6 to see how many fall. 1.
600.
1.
Whoops.
The rest of them are slowed and can't get to the walls. But one of them starts like whooping and making strange noises, and more of them come out of the tree line. Okay. That Ula have already gone. That brings us to the lady of the castle. What she does is she is going to
Take this strange device.
thank you.
She has +5 to whatever she's doing.
She does have a +5. So what she is going to do
I'm getting
is instead of an unholy roar, she's going to try and make a performance roll. If she succeeds, all of you will get a +1 modifier to your attacks.
And if she fails, we explode.
Explode.
Okay, so let's see. Performance roll. No, she's unable to do that. Plus five. Excuse me.
Massive dice.
Goofy go wow.
Thus the pushing.
What the
No
heck?
successes.
Rough.
I'm sorry.
What the
All right, the militia have already gone. Andrea and the banished. So what's going to happen with her? I'm going to roll to see what they do. So
They off paint. Whoa.
Military guard have +5.
they're going to taunt the enemy. So they start to taunt the enemy, and while doing that, they make noise, and all the attacks from the enemy are going to have a -2.
Oh, cool. Huge.
So you hear Andrea go, "You fishy filth!"
Got it.
All right.
Scathing.
And now, if my control will work, the next person would be Conrad.
Interesting. Okay, so they're not at the gates yet.
Not yet.
All right, so Conrad probably won't do anything, but I think just from his perspective, this is a very interesting moment for him. And as he's standing behind the gate, looking over the ditches, I think from his vision, we can see the ghosts of Hillfast looking over the precipice of the ditch.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of fear or woe in this moment, I think he feels righteous.
Okay.
I think he feels like he's on the right side of it, and in that moment, he prays to something, not necessarily worm or raven, but to the idea of protection.
Gotcha.
Cool. And then he waits.
You have a +5
Gotcha.
for that.
So
I pray so hard.
what I'm going to have you do is make a performance roll. And I'm going to rule you get the +5 for this. And what this is going to help with is if you succeed, you will get 1 point of extra damage for your next attack.
Cool.
As you find yourself in this moment and you will refuse to fail.
You are awesome.
Cool.
You give him +5.
Oh, successes.
1 success. One success, no banes.
Okay, so Conrad, you succeed and you still your mind, you steady your breathing, and you're ready for the next strike. Okay, that brings us to Kelthane.
So Kalthane is preparing the ritual.
Mm-hmm.
He's totally engrossed in that. But he spares a moment to look at Timbleton and looks him in the eyes and says, I fear this could be my last spell.
And Timbleton goes, I understand.
Good.
That fear is with me as well.
And then he continues to concentrate on the ritual.
Okay, that brings us to Lars. Lars looks at you and goes, puts a hand on your shoulder and goes, I'm proud of you, my son. And he makes sure the ballista's ready. And he goes, when you're ready.
Don't get all sappy. This isn't time for goodbyes, Dad. Alrighty.
Okay, that brings us to... So Awada was fainted with Adrana. So Adrana, it is now your slow action. What do you wish to do?
All right. So they're in the trenches now, pretty much, like a good amount of them.
Mhm.
I'm gonna light them on fire.
Okay.
You have +5.
So
Light them on fire.
gonna.
Do loud. We got it.
So make a marksmanship roll, and if you succeed, I will roll.
With a
Damn
5
it.
modifier.
Yep.
I thought it was a
Marksmanship.
duel. I've been going for a long time.
1 second.
And someone had to tell me that was an actress.
Okay, you have a success. So I'm going to roll for a potency 10, as this is burning tar. And if they fall into it, it is hard to get out of it. One success. So you watch as, because the Ula's slimy skin, they're actually able to move.
I swear we
You're not
tried.
supposed to get the +5.
I swear we
We're supposed to
tried.
get the +5.
I just rolled the
We
dice.
tried with the defenses.
And they have this slime covering, so they actually move through the flames, but they do catch a little bit. And the first wave of Ula that crash against the walls burn within your trenches, and the next wave start to actually run over the piles of dead bodies that now lie within them.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Next turn.
Hey, at least we didn't hold outside the walls, unlike some people.
Tristero.
Does anyone else smell seared salmon?
Question.
Yes.
Is Teresa's the child, right?
Yes.
She's run back already.
She couldn't because she just got pulled up.
But this is her turn.
These guys.
No, the group works
I
as
see.
one.
Should I do it anyway?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
To keep things moving quickly.
Gotcha.
So if the group chooses to have Teresa run next turn.
Next turn she run. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so Tristero, what do you do?
Seeing Conrad have this moment of like righteousness within him, Tristero smiles slightly and he says, only loud enough so Conrad can hear this. It is said that when the abomination came into this world, it was just worm that carried this beast. But today we will show the world that it was both worm and raven, here and now, that stood against the beast. And united, we will slay it.
Conrad just nods. He's ready.
Okay. And they're starting to pour towards the gate. Tristero, the next round they'll be there.
All right, here we go.
Ulrich takes a spear and he looks at you and says, "Glory," hurls the spear over the wall.
+5.
No, it's like they act as one. So just to keep the initiative going. But it's just for a little dramatic effect. And now the waters grow really dark. The shadow grows larger and larger before rising in the south on Bloodwater comes the emissary of the deep. Okay, it has a movement of 2.
I thought you were going to say like 20, just boop, it's at the wall.
Is it like just dragging? Is it like ambulating, or is it just like dragging itself on its
You were
tentacles?
watching as it's like moving with tentacles, and there's actually these tiny hands all throughout it that are making it crawl up. And
It's gross.
it moves up and it gets to the castle walls. And you watch as Zark goes, "Oh!" Okay? Caldwin.
Can I swing the ballista and shoot the big ugly?
Absolutely.
I'm going to shoot the big ugly. +5.
The big
All right. With the ballista does 4 points of damage if you hit.
I
And
picked
I'm-
the right tower.
And I'm going to hit.
I was like, which tower is he going to pick?
+5.
The tower closest to the water, where the thing lives.
We're going to do it in the water.
All right. So it's going to be a marksmanship.
Right.
And you're going to have a +5 to the roll.
Give me a moment. I have to placate the machine spirit of this thing.
Yep.
Okay. So modifier, do I write just +5 on the modifier?
Yep.
Or just 5?
Yep. Where
Oh,
did it go?
it's gone! We did it!
It's off to hunt prey.
Did
It found a crow.
It found a crow. Did I delete it?
Yeah, you deleted it.
I deleted it?
We won!
I'm disagreeing with my
How,
character.
how do you shoot a crow and kill my beast? I don't understand.
Winter has unknown power.
Here we go.
You found a crow.
You missed.
And you missed.
+5.
Push. Push.
What is happening with
I added the 5. I added the 5.
What is
I'm gonna
happening with
push.
the rolls?
You have 2 successes. Okay. So what happens is, as you swing so quickly, you slip due to the rain, and you have to actually quickly readjust. And your father helps you up. And it's like, "Come on!" And you angle it, and you see its eyes all looking at you, and its stomach opens up, and a central eye comes out, and you fire.
Quit staring at me.
It's armor.
Oh, it has armor. Now we get to
The eye has armor.
It did not roll all its armor. Hold on.
That's fine.
Oh, what do you mean? No, I didn't need
I
it.
will add 2 dice to it just so you can keep the original roll. And you hit for 2 points of damage.
Plus 5.
Oh, excuse me.
4, I thought, for the ballista.
4, so it's 5 points of damage.
So DM, Jim,
Yes.
I notice it says, there's a parentheses OLL. Is the real name Ollie?
I don't know why it's in parentheses OLL.
I don't like Ollie.
Hi, Ollie, sweetie.
Just
More
curious.
soup, Sam.
That's very strange. Okay.
Ollivander.
What kind of wand does the serpent have?
Okay. And that brings us
Phoenix
to
tail.
the top of the round. So that brings us to round 2. So you hit it, and it looks at you angrily. And you're wearing the Heart of Fall crest, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So the militia reload, and they send another volley down.
Plus 5.
Hit this time.
Don't blow it.
Okay, your job.
Marksmanship,
Don't blow it.
Plus 5.
plus 5, plus 1. They have 1 success.
Lead.
Okay,
They're
and
fine.
after this volley, the first wave of Ula drop.
Hula drop.
Give me 1
I
second.
like it.
And they come back immediately in the same position.
First wave of Ula drop. And this one in the pit dies too. Okay.
Ula.
The undead, they fire as well.
Plus 5.
I'm gonna name my band Fish in a Pit.
Fish Pit is actually a good band name.
And they hit as well. So as the second wave comes out of the tree line, a bunch more Ula get hit and they roll to the ground. That brings us to Adrana.
Oh, what? No.
Oh, it's a Wada. So it's a Wada, but it's
Dear sister, take the lead. I feign and switch back with my sister.
Okay.
Everyone still keeps
So-
plus 5 till my turn.
Adrana, it's your turn.
Oh, God.
Yes.
All right.
He's not here.
Use the Shatapult.
The catapult's with Awada.
Oh.
Like I've just my job was to light the trenches.
And you did.
Yeah, I did good.
Now it's the next play.
Wow.
I am going to start ushering Teresa and Andrea away from here, and I'll like launch an arrow at the big beastie as I do it, just like getting them out of this
Okay.
area.
Make a marksmanship attack, please.
You got it. Just
You have 2 successes for 2 points of damage. Armor. It absorbs 1. So you shoot it and you actually poke out one of its eyes with its arrows, and it's not happy about that.
I wouldn't be.
Timbleton continues to read off the Maha runes. Ar, nith, dal, and as you continue to scribe them onto the stone.
I'm sweating.
Okay. The lady is going to rush up to the castle walls, and that's going to be her turn because she has to move 2 zones. And that brings us to the Banished. So the Banished, what they're going to do, Andreas tells Teresa to run, and Teresa and her start to run down the walls, and they get to here. Okay. That brings us to the Ula. The next wave. A much larger wave. Comes rushing out.
Okay, that is a much larger way. I wasn't sure for a second.
Their first round.
Oh my god.
Their first round, they hit the gate.
And apparently they made it into the wall as well.
Hold on, I have to adjust them. Because now the pits are filled with Ula bodies and they're just climbing over them. And you then realize these creatures can climb. Whatever's on their bodies like a sticky mucus.
I told you snakes can climb.
And they're starting to climb the walls. So,
Tar buckets.
are you ready, defenders of the gate?
No.
It's only you. It's only me and Conrad. What are you saying no for?
They aren't ready.
Not ready.
Okay. And now, so, Conrad, you're going to have an attack on you and Tristero as the Ula rush you. So who would like to go first?
Conrad will take his hit first if you'd like.
Okay, very well, Conrad. So this young Ula spawn misses you as it goes to actually look you in the eyes. And for a second, your heart feels kind of excited about it.
Oh.
You feel like the creature before you is not an Ula, but a woman. And then you blink and you're like, what? No.
Yeah, Conrad just shakes his head now.
All right, Tristero.
Right. You do have a whirlwind romance with the Ula, though.
And Tristero, you brace with your shield as these young Ula scrape their claws against your shield, and you're able to hold the line. Okay. So the rest of them need to make a might roll, and then they'll start climbing the walls. Okay, so they've just started. They're unable to get over the walls yet. All right, that brings us to Fugus, just for some flair, as he sees things going poorly. What Fugus does, and he goes over to Swabin and goes, bird, and gives Swabin a little origami bird and just like hugs him quickly before rushing into the keep, unable to fight for this battle. Okay. Roderick's with the children. Henrik looses another arrow and another Ula falls under Henrik's bow. And the next player character is Conrad.
Okay, and I just took the thing that allows me to make two separate attacks on two, next to each other people, right?
Indeed.
Yay, good timing. All right, I'm going to swing on the one that attacked me. Or I guess that tried to seduce me.
Ooh la la.
All right, yeah, so I have 9 dice plus 5, I think.
Yes.
You have the +5, and then you have your strength, which is 5, and then you have, what's his melee? His melee is 2.
And so
plus 2
for
gears,
his combat, he's going to be using
We'll need
7
one more
red dice, 5 white dice, and 8 red dice, 5 white dice, and 2 black dice.
All right, we'll have to roll 2 more red die.
That's fine.
Could I substitute it out with black die, or no? That's gonna
That will confuse us.
All right, yeah.
Not easily confused.
All right.
Come on, Cody.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. You'd think there's got to be a couple.
I see 1 success, 2 success, a bane, 3 successes, and a bane. And
What are the
you
3
have to-
successes on?
The 3 successes, 2 of them on a red, 1's on a white. The bane is on a white, and then we have
The 2 red dice.
2
he has
more
to
red
roll.
dice. Yep.
2 red.
Good roll.
Yep. I'm moving stuff out of the way. Go ahead. Another success. So
4 success.
4
3
success.
successes.
4.
4.
So for 5 points of damage. Do you want to spend a point of willpower to ignore armor or have me roll armor?
I'm gonna ignore armor.
Okay. And with that, that's a critical injury on the first one. So get ready to roll that again. So you, as the first Ula rushes you, you sever its leg and you cut off the leg and then skewer in the face as it drops to the ground.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna make another attack on another little guy.
Okay. And so, Tristero, as you're bracing with your shield, Conrad goes to take on the next one.
I'm going to do this because I'm starting to get mixed up. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I will go after one of the ones attacking Tristero if possible.
Okay.
1 success, 2 successes, 3 successes, no banes, and 2 more red.
Consistent.
3 successes, no banes.
Okay. So that's for 4 points of damage. Are you spending another point of willpower? Or are you going to let the armor take this one?
I have 3 left, so I'm gonna save.
Okay, armor. It absorbs 1. And what happens is you strike this Ula. It does not die. In fact, what happens, you slash across its chest and it stumbles backwards, giving Tristero an opening. Aflina looses another arrow and you see an Ula taken in the throat and it rolls to the ground dead. Militia have gone. Kelthane.
Chanting.
All right, lore roll, please. You have a +1 to it.
+5.
Plus 5.
Yes, so +6 to this.
6. Okay.
What is
2
happening?
successes.
2 successes.
That's better than nothing.
You're able to focus. The spell's going well. You may be able to safe cast it if things continue to go well.
Well, this is a banishment of rank 3.
Mhm.
Right? So I have to do a chance casting. But I have the book, which reduces a spell by 11.
Yep.
So it balances out. Okay.
So you could safe cast it and bring it down by 1 more. So it would be a rank 1 spell that you're casting instead of a rank 3.
I don't think I'm doing that.
Okay. I'm just letting you know if that's your choice.
Yeah.
Lars, he looks at you. Reload! And he locks you in. He's like, aim lower. Okay. Mulgul is right now not in the battle. Zark, seeing the creature, goes "Ah!" and shoots his crossbow. And it hits the creature. Its armor.
Damn.
And it absorbs it. Okay, Awada, which is actually Awada's turns. The war cry is no longer into effect.
All right, so I light the barrels I've put in the catapult and I aim it at the big beastie and launch them.
Okay, this is going to be tough. It's a close range launch.
It's close range.
Close range?
For a catapult, yeah?
Oh.
So here's my ruling on this. It's going to be a marksmanship roll. And you're going to have a -3 penalty.
I'm a sharpshooter. Does that help?
For this, yes, I would allow it.
So it'll be -2 then?
No, you just make it -3 because you're checking +1.
Just do the -2. That works too. And you have 3 successes. So you hit it with the boiling oil and the other mixtures of copper and stuff, and you're pushing.
Mm-hmm.
You got 1.
Good
1.
thinking.
I didn't get any more.
I know that.
Okay. Oh, because the negative dice came up as a success this time. So you hit it, and it's going to deal.
And as it hits it,
6.
I yowl like a cat.
Okay, so you're going to do 6 points of damage to it. Its armor.
Don't take my concentration.
5 Banes.
It hits it for 6 points.
I am the queen of cats.
Can it push?
Okay, as you hit it,
Yeah, can it push? No reason. Could the thing push?
Not
I'm
armor.
not telling you.
Could it push?
Whose side are you on?
I want it to explode.
Okay.
Back in the catapult.
Teresa looks back as she's running, and the cat squeals and pitifully as they continue to run. Tristero, you're holding the gate.
I just realized I didn't get to use Warcry once because I was last in the initiative no matter what. All right, I will just
But you can use it.
No, it's gone. Slow action, spear the creature in front of me.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't understand. Okay.
All right, short spear, spear fighter. I'm not going to burn a willpower yet for the heart or anything else. I just want to kill this creature.
Okay.
Spear,
Kill
1,
it dead,
modifier 1. Okay, here we go.
You miss.
Okay, yep, that's it. It's not pushing that one at all.
Ula moves out of the way. Ulrich is like, it's almost at the wall. The militia trying to defend the wall. Caldwin.
So can I spend willpower to just give myself just a bunch of dice?
No.
Okay. I was hoping I could just dump like 8 willpower and just like kill this thing.
How much willpower do you have?
10.
Only certain abilities allow that.
Do you have war cry?
I believe you have some sort of performance.
But I might be worth just continuing to just dump ammunition into this thing.
You have Path of the Song, which you can draw attention of everyone in near range to yourself.
Believe you me, I've got all the attention I want. All right, I'm gonna take another pot shot at Big and ugly.
Okay.
That's a manipulation roll. I charm him.
Yeah.
I say, leave us alone.
Hey, baby.
Go away. Modifier, no modifier, just the raw marksmanship.
Yep.
No gear die, nothing.
Gear die, you can put 1.
Okay.
Nothing.
I'm pushing.
Okay.
So I'm a sicko.
You got a success. That's 4 points of damage. It's armor. It absorbs 1, so 3 more points.
Click.
Very good.
You fire and you listen to your father's advice and it hits it lower and you watch as some of the zombies that are crawling out of it get skewered and pushed back into it.
Go. Get away.
Okay, that brings
You
us...
smell terrible.
Did I skip its turn?
Yeah, it
did.
hasn't done anything yet.
Okay, its turn.
It's been menacing.
All right, it climbs up onto the walls. It slivers up, and as it does, its first move
Is to leave peacefully.
The many maws. What a power.
So it misses. So as people move out of the way, these maws start biting and tendrils start moving and it misses. So that was its first. Its second. Oh, it does it again. And this time, everyone within near range. So this zombie, how many strength did it have? It had 3. So the creature will recover 3.
Wait. The creature will recover 3 because it killed the zombie.
Mm-hmm. It kills the zombie.
Makes sense, but
Zark needs to make a move roll.
Great dislike.
No, Zark.
One success.
He takes 1 point of damage. He doesn't have any armor, so he's okay. This zombie is fired and reloaded, so it will get consumed as well.
Alright, so that's 6 strength back.
That zombie. Num. And who else is in near range? Oh, this guardsman has to make a move roll. Ooh, and he takes 2 points of damage, does not die though. He's screaming out in pain. All right, and then its last ability.
The many maws.
It does the many maws again. So this guardsman needs to move out of the way. This guy should not be invisible. And Zark needs to move out of the way. Two successes. The guardsman drops to the ground and is screaming in terror. Zark's turn. Oh, and he takes 2 more points of damage. He's not looking good. And the creature is now slithering up on the wall. And Caldwin, it looks at you angrily.
You smell terrible. Stay over there.
Okay.
I remind the creature that there's such thing as a personal bubble.
Okay. And no one else has not gone, correct?
Social distancing.
Yeah.
All right, top of the round.
Did the child run?
The child is running. Good. All right, the militia, they're going to draw their weapons as the Ula start climbing the walls, dropping the bows. The undead, they're going to draw weapons as well. So these guys charge the beast over here.
Only to be consumed by the many maws of the beast.
Okay. So they are rushing over to try and defend against the emissary of the deep. And that brings us to Adrana, and actually Adrana's turn.
Alright. I'm going to run to the room where Kelthane is,
Okay.
because he's going to need more backup. And so are they like climbing the wall or over the wall?
They're on the wall, so they couldn't succeed. They rolled to see if they could climb up over the whole wall. They didn't succeed, but they're on the wall and they're climbing up it. Next,
All right.
this round, they'll be on top of the wall and able to make attacks.
No, they won't. I'm going to take my giant tent. I'm going to light it on fire and I'm going to throw it on them.
Okay. I'm going to have you make a might roll.
Okay.
And if it succeeds, it will also do some fire damage.
Might what?
Do I have a modifier because I'm using a tent?
Kill.
No, you are using the tent in a strange way. But you have a success. So the Ula need to make a move roll. I'm going to say they have a -3 penalty because they're climbing up.
Stay back!
You owe me a tent, Kelvin.
He nods as quickly as he can.
And luckily for you, the Ula get hit by the tent. I'm going to see. Roll me a d6. 6 of them get hit by the tent and fall squealing. So one,
Nice.
You weren't joking. They're not getting up the wall.
5, 6. And as you do that, they fall on their back. Their rib cages come out due to the impact, and one of them gasps for breath, but they do not get up onto the wall.
Sucker fish face.
Try to breathe air.
Save the day.
Timbleton
Fish guy.
breathes, steadying himself, seeing them gone,
Big bang.
and continues to go, Naf,
bolus and free
breka.
Oh, what a word.
No, it's a water.
Yes, thank you. All right.
I got you.
That brings us to the lady. She's going to go after the big bad. And she has 2 successes as she reaches out with her hand to deal damage to it. It's armor. It has 1 success, so it takes 2 points of damage. Brings us to Andrea and the sister. The sister, seeing it, she stops Andrea and goes, Andrea, the cat can help. It scared it before. And Andrea goes, it's too dangerous. Inside, now. Okay.
Draw a picture of a cat.
Crude drawing.
So,
Puts it over your face like a meow.
Why do I see
launches
the cat
another
going
arrow.
in the catapult?
A catapult?
We can't put a kitten.
All
in
right,
a cat.
Conrad.
Yes.
More Ula. Oh, I forgot to do the Ula's turn.
I was gonna
So
say,
the Ula are rushing down the gate, Conrad,
Mm-hmm.
and now they're climbing up the walls. We're going to get to this turn in just a second. Okay.
Man, like our problem's stacked up fast.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
the
Kelvin
second it
is
could
safe for a little while
consume
longer to
creatures,
get that
that
spell off.
changes everything.
Save the day with that.
Yeah, no, we have no more
Someone got it.
archers,
I was
right?
like,
So,
nope.
like,
Yeah.
I don't care about the
plan
big
of
bad.
backing up.
You're the priority
Nope,
right
they
now.
have. I did not realize the thing could consume it. There goes the archer plan.
Oh man, they go fast.
You could walk right.
So they can't climb up the tower right now because of you throwing down the tent.
Their friends are flaming below.
And then you see from the waters more Ula. And these are not fledglings. These
Must be a portal.
are fully fledged Ula.
It has to be at this rate.
Fully fledged Ula.
What does a fully
It's the
fledged
entire-
look like?
Ocean dwelling population of Gloucester.
All right.
Just our
empty.
people
And
lost.
Conrad,
The
So-
crow's nest just empty.
Yeah, exactly.
we're going to roll a general combat roll for the Ula against everyone, and they have a success. So this is a claw attack. So we're going to start Conrad. Do you wish to parry or dodge out of the way with the claw attack?
Dodge.
Okay.
Claw, bite, breath weapon.
So dodges move, correct?
Yep.
Got 2.
There you go. That's a cool.
Let's hope we can do a good job.
Go for it. No successes, no banes.
Do you wish to push?
Yeah, I'll push.
Or do you want your armor to take it?
Oh, yeah, armor. Yeah.
All right. You have 6 for your armor. It's so difficult sending all these fish people after you.
Oh, yeah, you're
You
struggling.
then have to roll 2
You know,
more
you
black
could just
die.
send less. It'll be easier for you.
1 success, 2 success off of that.
Okay, so as you try to move out of the way, it hits the back of your armor, and you fling yourself to the ground to do so. Tristero, the one on you, please make a parry roll.
Parry with the shield is my free parry.
Okay.
I think that was my free dodge, too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You have a success. That's all you needed. It glances off your shield as you hold the line. The Ula on this militiaman. So I'm going to have a general roll for the militia as they try to move out of the way.
By the way, I accidentally rolled with Conrad's stats instead of my own.
Oh, thank you for being honest. Could you please roll with your own stats?
Yeah, I was going to say, because that was a small dice pool.
Hey.
This is a better dice pull.
And you got the success. Unfortunately, the militia, so each Ula is doing an
Judging my
additional point of
Yes, I
damage.
am.
You guys hear as one of the militiamen, the Ula pounce upon him and they break open his jaw and they spew this bile inside of him. And you watch as it fills his whole body, bloating him. And he doesn't even get a chance to scream out in pain. He dies. The other militiaman here, he takes 2 points of damage.
Hey, Conrad,
5 gum feels.
Yes, Baldwin.
if that happens to me, just kill me.
This restless dead, you watch the Ula actually tear him apart with a fury of blows.
The Ula's not going to be your first kiss. I'm not sure who is,
And
but not them.
Astwin,
I think the goblin likes you.
Not the time.
she's taking 1, 2, 3.
She could be your war bride.
She's taking 4 points of damage as the Ula tear into her. And then are there any other Ula adjacent? Oh yes, Offlena, she has to make a move roll. She fails and she's taking 3 points of damage due to the initial hit and an additional Ula next to her. And she's not looking good and she screams out in pain as the Ula try to pin her to the ground. One of the zombies pulls out a sword behind her and starts rushing the Ula that are climbing up behind the stairs. Okay, that was the Ula's turn. Conrad, it's now your initial turn, correct?
Yeah, where is Offlena?
She's up on the wall above
Okay,
you.
so I can't get to her. All right, I have one on me that I will take a swing at.
So 5, 2.
This is round 3, so you will hold for 2 more rounds. Or 1 more round before you can cast the spell, correct? Round 4.
3 successes, 2 banes. The banes are on the white
Okay,
dice.
do you want to use a point of willpower or should I roll for armor?
I'm going to use a point of willpower.
All right, and with that,
Oh, jeez. Ooh, that's neat.
That's cool.
I did not mean to do that, but it happened.
I like it. What did happen? What happened?
Zoomed in.
Okay, so you cut its thigh before you slash open its eye and it falls to the ground. Do you want to make your next attack? Because there's another Ula.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Cristero and Conrad hold the gate. Ula fall beneath them.
Hold on, you got a lot more.
All right, I did knock one on the floor.
Yeah, that dice has been. Oh, it's underneath Cody's chair
Watch to the abyss.
on the Marcel side.
That's okay, we can get that later.
find it
Get that later.
Okay, do I have all the dice I need here?
2 red, 5 white, 2 black. Go for it. I see 2 successes and 1 bane. The bane's on the
All
white.
right, this Ula was already damaged. As what happens, it's armor, unless you spend another point of willpower.
Yeah, honestly, if there was
Okay.
ever a time to make sure these fuckers died.
All right, so you'll slash straight through it, and you take off another thigh. You're the thigh killer.
A lot of low slashes.
Yes.
Keep them from moving.
Yep. The bodies start to pile in front of you, and the Ula are climbing over the fallen dead. So the next person is Offlena is screaming, and she's trying to get away from the battle. I'm going to have her make a move roll to retreat. She will succeed, and she retreats. And she is now over here as she flees the battle. Okay. Kelthane, lore roll, please.
Okay. And no bonuses this one, right? Straight up.
Straight up.
What about the help from
The
Templeton?
+1 modifier from Templeton.
Okay.
Woo!
There you
3
go.
successes. You're really, really concentrating on this. They're giving you time. It's almost ready.
My eyes
Lars
start to roll in the back of my head.
goes, the ballista's not going to help us. Weapon!
Pull up my daggers.
Okay. And what Lars is going to do, he takes the razor and he's going to push it over and try to burn the Ula. So this will be a might roll.
Don't put in your hands, Father.
He has 1 success. And so the Ula start to burn and their eyes dilate with the pain. And that brings us to Zark. Zark, seeing the creature, goes, "It's an abomination!" And he's
Then
gonna
keep hitting it.
He's going to try and run away. He fails, and the creature
The creature eats the poor dude.
Oh, poor zombie.
Is going to
No!
demands of the deep. Suddenly, Zark stops
Uh-oh.
and he turns. You are my master now. Zark is dominated by it.
Ooh.
So
You cowardly traitor!
That's the one who wouldn't take orders, right?
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
The irony.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Awada.
Okay.
There's a deeper meaning to that story, audience.
So,
I don't know
out
what
of
it is.
character question.
Yes.
Do I need to make a roll to reload?
To reload the catapult will be your whole action.
Will be my whole action. Can I reload? This is what I'm seeing in my head, and
Okay.
let me know what you think. Because there's flames and fire as she's reloading, she's intentionally acting like a cat, hoping that the fire shadows makes it look like a giant cat is loading the catapult. And she's yowling like the animal as she does it, hoping her performance distracts the beastie.
Make a performance roll. And I will say that you could try to make a loud enough meow or mew that makes it seem like it's a cat.
No.
You succeed. And one of its eyes opens up, like the chest opens up and its eye turns and looks at you. And then it starts to fizzle with some sort of energy at you.
She's like, "Low, low, 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 low," and she's floating like the devil. "Low, low, low, low,
Okay.
low, low, low."
Teresa
What is she doing?
gets inside. She's like, I can help. And Andrana goes, no. And she picks up a spear off the ground and Andrana goes back to the fight.
I'm doing a lot.
Well, excuse me, Andrea.
Andre.
Tristero.
All right. Well,
Don't blow it.
this puts me in a. If I move forward, I think you can get around me. So obviously, I'm not going to do that. War cry. I don't have war cry. I'm a holy.
I thought you did.
Holy men don't cry.
I don't know what the
They
spell
warble.
does. In
I love that Fergie song.
Only men don't cry.
Yeah.
Did they say they wobble?
Yeah.
How much willpower do I have right now?
For our dolphins in the audience, they really enjoyed that.
It's getting dire. They're climbing over the walls.
I want to push my performance.
And there's still the guy
You
tilted
can't do
downwards.
it. You can't do
all right,
that.
ignore it then.
It's unfortunate, but did you take any damage?
I did. I'll
Okay.
delete it.
Yes.
And the willpower too.
Willpower.
Yep, I will delete that because I have 0. So it's no. Sorry, brain thought later.
I can't really
0.
win. No, it's not that I can't really win. I just, to do what I want to do, I've burned too much willpower right now. And I don't want to do it just yet.
There may not be a tomorrow.
Thank you for that.
I am the infinite possibility.
Thank you for that reminder. All right, I think.
Can you email my professor that? So, I
So,
can go?
Sage, in terms of the rules, if I was to go engage in melee with the creature, how many zones am I moving?
You're not moving us up.
I'm not moving.
Or
a zone.
are you trying to go to the big boy?
Yes.
Yeah, the
The big
emissary of the deep. I would say if you make a successful might roll, you could get there with one zone.
Would it take my fast or
Fast.
It'd take my fast to do it? Okay, so I could still parry. All right. All right, Conrad. I'm switching. I'm going to the first plan. Swaven, tag in for me. I'm going to deal with the fucking creature, and I will make
Slaven
my.
will hold the line.
Yep. I will make my might roll. So just one more. So the Path of Holy Vow will be active now. So all the
Okay.
rolls will take it. I'll do my might roll. Here we go. So let me burn the willpower for the might roll because I'm using the Holy Vow. Might. Add a D12. And here we go.
That D12 gave you 3 successes. You managed to get over the dead bodies. Zoeben comes in and slashes down on Ula, trying to take you down. And you get to the emissary of the deep, and all of its eyes on your armor open up. You now need to make a wit save.
Absolutely. And the Holy Vow applies here?
No.
It does not. Very good. Wit save it is.
Yes, please.
Am I using insight for this, or is it just
Wit
wits?
save.
Just wits. Understood.
You succeed. It tries to take over your mind as the eyes whisper, they cannot kill me. They cannot kill me. I serve something greater. But you are stalwart. You may now take your slow action.
Alrighty. I will burn another point of willpower, unleash the power of the armor onto this attack, and with my spear, I will run this creature through.
Okay, as you try to use the armor, let's see. I just need to read the armor for a second. So much data everywhere.
Holy shit, you can read?
I know, I'm surprised myself.
I know I spend a willpower to unlock the effect of the armor. So that's another D12.
Mhm.
All right. That's what I was thinking, but go ahead and do your reading before I do anything else.
We've got
Okay, so you're trying to attack it,
Yes.
and its eyes are on the armor. So go ahead and make your attack. You can add another D12.
All right. So 5 strength, 2 for melee, 1 for the spear, then 1 for spear fighter, and 2 D12.
Correct.
Okay.
And you get
Yes.
2 successes.
Let me check where the banes are. The banes on strength. No, I will. No, that wasn't that.
Take it.
Just take it for now. All right. Yeah.
Okay, and as you hit the creature, its armor
It explodes.
absorbs 1, so you do 1 point of damage.
All right. But I'm in there
I
now.
want this thing to explode.
Okay, as you strike the creature, the eyes on your armor start to shake, and all of them start to fuse up. Something was watching you, dude. On that armor, did you see that drawback?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the drawback. On its turn, it gets a free attack on you with its eyes on the armor.
It's all right. That's all right.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it right
Ulrich, seeing this, he draws his axe and he charges the Ula, and you watch as he's going to make a might roll. He's going to do something heroic to try and like tackle a few off. And you watch as he tackles 3 off the walls, and the Ula just crash upon the ground. Woo! All right. That brings us to Caldwin.
Caldwin is, kind of a hero. He's kind of like a pretty important guy, right? So
yeah.
he's going to go.
Just kiss already.
He's gonna go where Ulrich is, knives out, and he's gonna cut this big thing to ribbons.
You're going after the emissary of the deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Screw him,
Kelpie, look, he's so
There you
hot.
go.
Is it because he's on fire?
Calthane doesn't hear you.
All right, and then give me a moment. Every time I want to do something, the forge decides to die, to fight me on it.
Yes.
It's not Forge,
Clank.
it's Clinker.
So I am using.
Where is the emissary? Like his initiative?
You didn't have him on initiative. You added him later. So
Okay,
he
so
didn't come
we'll
on
just have him at the end of initiative then.
Oh, machine gods. Okay, there we go. So I'm rolling a combat any day. All right. So I can hit him with one knife and then the other? Or can
Yep.
I just do... all right,
Yep.
So I hit him with comedy first. So I just click on comedy?
Yep.
And then
And then you'll hit him with tragedy.
hit him with tragedy. Can I tap tragedy as my modifier?
Yep.
And knife fighter?
Yep.
You'll up the full.
Oh!
Nice roll.
You didn't even have
5
D12s. I
successes.
feel robbed.
Its armor, it absorbs 3. You do 2 points of damage.
Still a hit.
And can I hit it again?
Yes, you can with your fast action.
All right. So now I'm going to click on tragedy.
Yep.
And I can click on tragedy.
Remember, though,
Box
if you use your fast action for the attack, you won't be able to dodge if it tries to hit you back.
That's
It's
your
okay.
fast
So I'm going
forward.
to kill it right now.
Okay.
Oh no.
Sure.
No.
Okay, you have 3 points of damage against it. Its armor absorbs 1. You do 2 more.
All right.
And as you cut open, you actually see these zombie-like creatures out of its mouth try to grab you and pull you in. And you're stabbing in different points. And that brings us to its turn.
It's okay. It's going to miss.
Its first attack
Please don't
on
die.
Marcel.
Yep.
It's a free attack.
Yep.
You are suffering from the cosmic fire. You have a success. You automatically take 2 points of damage.
Can you use his
To
armor
my
again?
agility or to my strength?
To his wits.
Or to my wits? Yeah, what is it now?
Make a endurance roll, please.
Endurance. Sounds
And you're going to you will suffer fire damage.
All right, get a D12 from the Holy Vow.
Yep. So you can roll your armor, and then you're going to suffer the fire damage as well if you don't absorb this damage.
So first endurance, then armor.
Yep.
Endurance roll.
1 success.
1 success. Okay. So
Heck yeah.
we don't have to worry about the fire damage. Now
Okay.
roll your armor.
Sounds good. All 13 dice.
What? Oh
and
my
you take
God.
2 points of damage.
No success.
That's stupid. But
Why are these artifacts made in like the worst places ever? It's like they'd be plastic and called
I know,
armor.
right?
Oh.
The wizard
Wow,
named
it's just
Macy's.
awful. Did you say you rolled 13 dice?
That was 13 dice,
With
5
zero
banes,
successes.
0 successes.
And some are even
so
tilted.
that was the free attack. So you're suffering as it's melting you alive. Now it's actual first attack.
Jeez.
The many maws. All right, so everyone in near range. So we're going to start with the militia just to see if they make it. No, these poor militia, you hear them scream as they're dragged in by the zombies and munched and gnawed upon.
Ugh.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and now that's the zombies. Let's see how they do. They fail, and that's...
See, when I built this plan in my head, I was hoping I'd get 1 on the armor. You know, wasn't asking for much. I really wasn't asking for... Oh, wait. Doesn't the armor have damage against demonic attacks?
Ah.
Back and forth.
The eyes of this creature
Oh,
are
because
what
they
cause
turn.
that ability to
Gotcha,
happen.
because they turn.
So that does not work on this.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Totally fine.
Start to use armor when the armor's
Bad
killing you.
armor.
Okay, so now Zark is under its control, so it won't do it. Caldwin, it had 2 successes. You need to. Do you have any means of dodging?
No, because I use my fast action.
Do you have a?
Do I have any armor?
Yep.
Let me check.
'Cause you need to roll your armor.
Forge, work with me. You sick bastard. I am wearing.
Clinker will remember.
Oh, I have a closed helmet and leather armor.
Okay, roll your armor.
All right, so do I just click on it?
Just click on armor,
Okay. Oh, I see. Aha, I can click on armor.
and then roll. 1 success. You take 1 point of damage.
That's fine.
Tristero, do you have?
A free parry with the
Okay.
shield.
1 point of
There.
strength damage?
Yes, please.
Okay, I marked it. I'm trying to mark it. I marked it.
Large shield, D12. Boom, boom, boom. Roll.
No successes. Do you wish to roll your armor?
Yeah, apparently. What is your pride? Well, here's the thing. Pride can also impact. I have 2 banes on the strength. I can't risk that push.
Yeah, no, not
Yep.
against this.
Yeah, no. So I will hope the armor actually does something.
With 13 dice, I hope it would.
Well, that's what I like. When I thought of this, I was like,
Oh,
I
trust
should
me.
be okay.
Trust me, I had a character wearing plate armor that didn't do anything.
13 dice armor roll. There's no way.
That's unbelievable.
There's no way.
Dude, go to Encore after this.
There's no way.
3 banes.
You take 2 more points of damage.
All right, I'm at 1 strength.
All right.
That's so dumb.
This guy is eaten.
That's so dumb.
She's going to try to move out of the way.
Buddy.
She
died a
fails and
hero.
takes 2 points of damage.
It is 26 dice and not 1 success.
Not once, but 8 banes.
It's crazy.
I'm so glad math just
It's
showed
next.
up now.
So you were loading the catapult and making cat noises.
I was acting like cat.
Its
I'm
eye
starting to shadow.
shoots a cosmic ray at you.
Duck.
I leap like cat and get out of the way.
No successes. You do exactly that. You leap out of the way, and it realizes you're not actually a cat as you do that.
Oh,
the
can I
fire.
make a performance leap? Like
Kick down the whole
No.
operation.
Into a pot of
You,
shit.
you
I'm gonna pot a shot.
Pull together, Tara.
It means step of the cat.
okay, and then its
It's done.
last attack. It has not used this yet.
Caldwin, do you have healing?
Oh, it's gonna make a psionic attack.
Oh.
So you do
No.
what now?
Fail.
So
Yeah.
it failed because everyone nearby was about to get psionic blasted, basically.
You're not very compelling. I'm much more compelling.
All right, that brings us to the top of the round. The militia. There's only a few guys left. And the screaming, this militia man goes to the death.
Round 4.
This is so. On your turn, let's see what this militia man can do. He goes to stab the beast and has 1 success. What a brave soul! It's absorbed by armor. Woo!
What?
So one of the Ula fall to the militia, but they're quickly being overwhelmed. Adrana, it's your initiative. You see more climbing the walls.
I'm going to use a willpower to use my handy dandy bag, and I'm pulling out a fishnet.
Ah.
Throwing it on him again.
Okay. One of those eyes go wide and goes, ah.
Yeah, fishy, fishy.
It's like that Moon Knight. It's like that one meme with Moon Knight. Random bullshit. Go.
All right, so I will have you do the same exact roll as you did before. Please make a
Is it a
marksmanship.
flaming fishnet?
It
That
could be.
wouldn't work.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. Fish
So
net.
you wish
They're
to
all-
push.
they're fish.
Push.
Yeah, push.
And you succeed. So the fishnet falls. They have a -3 again.
Get them into the flaming tent on the bottom.
I didn't know they were into fishnets.
And it seems like they succeed with the -3.
I deserve it.
So as you throw the net, it takes
Getting
one of its claws and breaks it up.
Helping!
Timbleton is like, the final rune, Dak.
Are you sure you pronounced that right? Are you sure you pronounced that right?
did.
Okay.
Say the rune.
I'm running out of meat!
I said the words.
And you said them right.
Astwin is oh my god! I should have like thought of that.
She
when
named
I
her
made-
butt twin.
Yeah,
Next time, consult with others.
I don't have anyone to
is her
consult
middle
with. You're
name.
all part of this.
But ask would be ask.
All right,
would
she
ask
makes
was
a
bad.
power attack against the beast. Its armor,
It's like
no
Marcel's.
successes, so it takes 2 points of
Yeah,
damage.
I know, right? Yeah, see, this is like why I don't tell you things.
All right, Andrea rushes to Lena and she's trying to help her. You see other banish. Ulrich is like struggling with his blade. Zwaben is going to make an attack. He's going to make a heroic action with his warhammer. He swings and he takes down an Ula as he crushes in his head. And that brings us to the Ula's turn. So these Ula. Some have overtaken the walls. And they're charging down here. Timbleton turns as Henrik is like, I'll cover you.
Leaping Ula.
Shara braces as an Ula charges. Lars is being attacked. There's many Ula I must move.
Oh, you could just choose not to.
This one in the back, what are you two doing? Why are you just standing there?
They're dating.
Okay, and the,
They're trying to get into pottery.
This is like Woodstock. For
and
them.
what the ones from the water rush out, climbing over the cliff.
And falling back down into the water.
Okay, and that brings us to. Let's see. All right, so the Ula's attack in general. Let's see.
Oh, they miss.
They have 1 success against everyone. So I'm going to have the zombies roll to see if they survive. Nope. This zombie's gone. The militiaman succeeds. He holds off multiple of them with his shield. The shield breaks into smaller pieces, and this one is holding the line on your side, and they're not able to get through as he uses a spear to keep them back. Henrik. He succeeds as well.
Oh yes,
Zwaben
finally.
succeeds. Ulrich, who has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them on him. He's going to try and move out of the way. And he succeeds, like fending them off with his axe, screaming and swinging wildly. Lars succeeds as well, just barely. And that brings us to Elizabeth, who's knocking arrows and firing. And the next character is Roderick, as Roderick is important in this battle. Is Conrad.
All right, I need to roll a dodge.
There you go. 2 successes, no bangs.
Okay, Conrad, you hold the gate. You will not let this gate fall.
Yeah.
Okay, now Conrad, it's your actual turn as the Ula continue to pile in front of you.
How many are at the gate at this point?
4.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna go for it.
There you go.
All right, first attack.
One bane, no successes. The bane is on a white die.
Would you like to push?
Yes.
Okay. So you are taking one bane and you're pushed. Is this pool? 2 banes now, so 2 damage to strength, but 2 successes.
Okay. Do you want to use your last point of willpower?
Yeah.
Okay. So that cuts down another one, Conrad.
I do get 2 more willpower.
Yes, you do.
All right. I will now do my second attack.
You sever its tendon as you cut it down.
Nice.
You're really going for the low blows here.
Sage, can you quickly modify? He has 2 less strength.
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
The strength dwindles. The enemy breaks through.
One bane, no successes. The bane is on a weapon gear.
Do you wish to push?
Pride is pushing, right?
Pride is different.
Pride is if you fail. You can try to attempt to succeed with your pride.
Yes, you can.
So I could use it here.
Yes. And your pride is my luck runs out till the day I die.
Yeah. Or my luck runs out on the day I die.
Yes.
My luck runs out till the day I die.
So
It's
D12
very
first. There's your D12.
Okay.
7, 1 success.
All right. So you hit it. It's armor. Do you wish to ignore it?
Yep.
Okay. You did 1 success. So that is 2 points of damage. It doesn't fall, but it's badly hurt. And then Adrana, I forgot these ones. Oh, these ones just rushed. These didn't get hit by your net, correct?
No, they
Okay.
get through it.
Here they come, Adrana.
Oh, I'm gonna die for you, Kelthane, but it was fun.
Okay. Adrana, one of them
Having a good time.
leaps up to hit you
Misses.
and has 1 success. Can you please move out of the way or take the damage?
I got
And this will be added with each Ula
I
on
got
you.
fast footwork. I don't know how that.
That's a free dodge.
Where's the dodge button?
That is a move roll.
Okay. I dodge.
A dodge.
Wow. That's
What?
4 banes.
Ouch.
Do you want
What
your
is your
armor to
pride?
see if it can take the
Your
damage?
pride.
But what, I'm sorry, she was talking what?
Do you want to roll your pride?
No one expects the Goblin Peddler to be an acrobat.
Okay.
I backflip and kick him in the face.
Let's see what you can do.
All right, let's see. I've never prided before. Let's try this.
3 successes. So no one expects the Goblin Peddler. It's not really acrobatic, but it's so unique that the Ula have a hard time hitting you. And Kelthane, you see them. They're on the tower now. You're out of time. Lena is like binding her wounds, knocks another arrow and fires, and she's like, "They're over the walls!" Cast
So-
Kelthane.
My understanding
It's
is
your action.
I'd have to bind the demon and then command it to return to the nether realms.
That, or you can force it to return by banishing it.
If
But it will-
banishing, so because of the book, I can banish it.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'd have to bind.
Right.
Right. Okay.
So it would be against its insight to
Okay.
do so.
I am going to be banishing this demon,
Okay.
and I'm going to. The book is an ingredient.
Yes, it is.
In the ritual, we already have scribed a pentacle, whatever is necessary.
Is an ingredient as
I'm a
well.
half elf,
Mm-hmm.
so I get +1 to my willpower that I spend for the power level. I am spending all 10 points of my willpower.
So
Yes.
I am not sick, Caston.
that. Okay. So go ahead.
If there are no successes, I'm going to eat Sig.
Dude, if you talk one more time.
So understand the power level default is 12. I'm trying to overpower it. So I got 12 plus whatever I roll.
Didn't you get a +1 from what's his name?
Do I get
Not for this.
The power level?
You're casting a powerful ritual
Okay.
against a beast that is so incredibly powerful.
So I think I have to just. Right. It has to be on. Then we can do it on my sheet. It's doing it through bind demon.
Yep.
Okay.
We're just seeing what if you have any
How many
overpower
successes? Right.
I am
So
willy-nilly next to
willpower, I shouldn't have.
or if it has a mishap.
Yeah, I should have done it that way. Okay. So, demon. How do I increase it, Sage?
Right click, I
Right.
believe,
Right click.
to increase it.
Here we
There you
go.
go.
Thank you.
All right, so this is going to be a power level
Radiant.
12 at base.
Yeah.
With all the willpower you're spending. Wow.
So,
Let's see it.
voila.
Not a single bang.
Incredible.
15
Not a
level power
Wow.
mind demon.
Banish demon.
Oh,
It's-
vanish, yeah.
It was
Insight?
my windmill, wasn't it?
He's about to go right back to the devil's bubble.
Nothing.
Like
It's
he's
not
going
ready for
for
this.
You got nothing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I suppose it won't be my last spell.
So here's what happens.
Oh, it just does 15 points? Like, that's it?
Yep.
Wow.
There's no armor, no nothing. As you guys fend off, your tattoos light up.
Wow.
And the runes around you ignite, and the stars, the light trails down into it. And there's the swirling energy that you feel. All of you watch as the wind heightens, the rain seems to slow, and the demon turns and looks at you.
Bend to my will.
And with a sudden blast of energy, the demon, you watch as on a piece by piece, it is torn apart back into this dimension as a portal opens up behind it, a swirling red misting portal. And as you just kind of like look with your eyes, and now milky white glowing with this power that's flowing through you, you see Churmog, you see the demons, you see all these things, and you see visions to come to pass.
He kind of reaches out to it for a moment.
And you do, as you hear all this shriek, the Ula start getting pulled back into their dimension. And you hear the creature scream before its flesh is peeled off, the muscles rip off, and the bones crack, and it dissipates into a portal out of the unknown.
I did it!
Well done.
Wait, jazz snaps.
All right, we shouldn't be clapping into the mic.
Yeah.
Wow. 15 successes. That's not extraordinary. That's the highest.
That's average.
That's highly average. That's good.
That surpassed what Brian did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15. So that was all. So on 15 dice, that was what, 15 successes?
He didn't roll a single one.
Nope.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That you really owe me a tent.
If you didn't do what you did in that spell, they would have disrupted the ritual.
Don't worry, I know.
A cheer erupts as everyone realizes they have defeated the emissary of the deep. The sky parts to reveal a full moon. And your character,
Kind of slumps down. All his willpower is gone. He's just like exhausted, mentally exhausted.
you just slump down, exhausted.
I sit next to him so he can lean against my back, and I just look up at the moon and pray to my goddess.
I come over to Kelthane and I say, my friend, I've got the perfect ballad for this. The story of Kelthane and the Kraken.
I like it. I like it. Well, let's call it the emissary of the deep.
Of course.
Make that rhyme, too.
I'll find a way to make it work.
The emissary of the deep, and then there's the emissary of the creep.
I don't like that ending.
I hobble over to the front gate, and I just look at
There's piles of Ula at the front gate, dismembered and filled with arrows. It's not a pretty sight.
Are any of them still like clinging to life?
No, those that were here, they have been banished with their master.
Okay.
Conrad stands at the center of just the piles of bodies, as if he's waiting for more.
I run towards
It's
my
over.
sister as the barrels that are in the catapult
you okay, brother?
smoldering.
Yep.
I leave it and I go to make sure my sister's all right.
And as you go to check on your sister, you're in prayer, correct?
Yeah, I'm praying to the moon that's now
Okay.
shining above
As the
us.
two of you look at the full moon and pray underneath it, suddenly your backpack begins to glow. White and hot. The stone shoots out of the backpack. And as you catch it and your sister touches you, both of your eyes glisten like the cosmos above. Give
We
me 1
sharing
second.
it. My rock.
You in unison lose your voice and speak this almost chant. When the sun kisses the moon and the dawn turns to dusk, two shall be born under the false night, they chant together. When the world is ravaged by fire and the Karen hearkens doom, two shall ignite, Carrion, excuse me, dyslexic, and the Carrion hearkens doom, two shall ignite the white flame. When death is shunned by the hungry and the veil is thin, two shall be reborn as our kin. And the two of you collapse as the stone rolls out of your backpack.
It's mine.
You call that poetry?
No.
I call that prophecy.
Give me my rock. No.
The verse is all wrong.
And
My rock.
as you all lie exhausted, and as the prophecy of whatever old ancient Maha language you just spoke is told, we shall leave season 1 here until next time.
I have one thing for Tristella.
Mm-hmm.
After I rest and I see the moon, and there's the law of mourning the dead, I find Tristella. I tell him, I want you to know something. Not a single prayer was whispered from my lips when I cast that spell. Now we can end season 1.
All right. Thank you so much for everyone who's been supporting us this far. We've had a lot of people that have helped us to make this possible. A big shout out to Jamie.
The camera
And
went.
he's our camera wench. He's done a lot of work. Another big shout out to George Calabokas. He couldn't be with us today, but he did a lot of audio work as
Thank you,
well
George.
as setting things up and looking into making the backgrounds. Another big thanks to Milo. Milo is the artist that made the main portraits for the main characters. They came out great. He's on Fiverr if people would like to check him out.
Please check out his work. It's really, really awesome.
Yeah, so he does a great job. Another big thank you to Katie. She helped us with some of the editing of the pictures to make it so the hands look correctly. And a big shout out to everyone here today because you guys survived and that was impressive. So we will see you on the next season of Tales of the Jagged Ale, and we will be continuing this story. Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye.
With the original characters.
Yeah, with the original case.
We commit sin without any known consequence, only to remember it all has to end. It all has to end. I'll see you in the morning, lilies on the riverbed. If only for a moment I could hold